What's up, guys? Welcome back to another Her Lounge podcast. We are up and going with Marissa today. She's back.
Hola.
She ain't got shit to do today. That's why she's here.
Shit to do.
But before we get started, this is kind of isn't a quote per se, but I am constantly inspired by the women around me. And since it's Women's Month, I thought that was great to just kind of kick off the podcast with, you know?
Amen. And
Just
speaking
because-
of being inspired by women, I am on my way to the Magnolia, whatever the fuck it's called,
You are
on
going?
Saturday. Do you want to come? Are you busy?
Wait.
I'm riding out early.
Tomorrow?
Or are you coming back the same day, or are you
Hell
staying?
yeah.
Oh,
I'm going to take Aiden. Rome's here, so he's going to take Isaiah to practice and do all that shit. And then me and Aiden are going to ride out. A friend of mine invited me. She's going with her girlfriend, and then I'm going to take Aiden.
Let me ask Pete, because if it's a 4-hour drive, so we left
It's in Waco, right?
Yeah.
Is it a 4-hour drive for real?
Yeah.
Jesus Christ. I don't know why I thought it was like an
rethinking
Austin
this.
drive.
No.
Double
It's
that.
4, yeah.
Son of a bitch.
And that's if you don't stop.
Yeah.
Oh fuck. Okay, well I think I'm still going.
And with the peen situation,
I was going to say a couple pregos. Y'all peeing.
man, that's so annoying to me. I legit was waiting, and Pete's like, "Why do
the
you
weather's
do
gonna be
that?"
beautiful,
It
man.
is.
So
it is.
think about it.
We were gonna do Galveston.
Yeah.
And then I was like, it's kind of be cold for Galveston. I said, we're not gonna be able to
Is
get
it
in.
gonna be cold on Saturday?
It's supposed to be
I don't even know.
48,
What's the
high
weather?
70.
Yeah.
48, low 48, high 70.
Okay.
Yeah. So we'll see. We might join you because we've been
Okay.
wanting to go because her
I
expansion.
need to get ideas, man. Bring it to the hood.
her expansion is complete.
Wow. I didn't
Have you watched
shit,
the
I-
episode of them moving the church that they bought to put on their property?
No.
Marissa, when I tell you I am obsessed with Joanne Gaines,
I am too, but I haven't had time. Thank you, Jesus. The order's been picking up.
Okay, that's
so I've been
great.
busy. Hallelujah. But yeah, I haven't had time. But I'm gonna make motherfucking
You
time.
gotta
'Cause if I can
watch
watch
it.
my prostitute videos at night, I can watch Joanna
I
Gaines.
heard how you love those.
What?
the prostitute videos.
Marisol and I had a great conversation the day before yesterday. We almost 2 hours of just everything under the sun.
Yeah.
Assholes. I feel left out.
I know. Yesterday she sends me another one. I'm just like, Marissa.
Did you listen to
I
it?
did. It was really sad. I was so sad for her.
Fucking hate this shit.
It's another one of these white belly things or what?
Yes.
Soft white underbelly. But he
Yeah.
doesn't just interview prostitutes. He interviews this whole
Crackheads.
gamut
No,
of
yeah, we talked
people,
about it. And
dude.
it
It's
sounds
fucking-
interesting, but
it's intense.
you probably can't watch a ton of those without feeling pretty bummed out.
That's why
No,
I said
I mean,
every
I
time
don't-
I'm glad I watch him in the shower because I feel washed away of any sins. Like, I don't
mean,
wash myself.
I don't stay bummed out, but it's just for me, it's always just a reality check. Like when I try to feel sorry for myself, bitch, shut the fuck up.
That's a good way to look
Like
at it.
there's other people who are really like out here
Yeah.
struggling and whatnot.
I feel like watching those, I feel like,
It's just a dose of reality.
man, that's what I was talking to Rob about when we talked about it on Tuesday. I said, I don't think parents realize how much they can fuck up their kids. You know what I'm saying? It's like at the end of the day, you're the first exposure to life.
Yes.
And how you act. That's the reason why I try my hardest not to argue in front of the kids. And Pete doesn't do a good job of it. He'll do
Yeah.
it. He doesn't care.
Yeah.
If he's how he feels, he wants you to know right now.
And that's me and Rome.
You see, no,
We ain't
versus
got to call
me.
one in the group.
That's not me.
Nah, I hold it,
Oh,
and
yeah.
I'm gonna let
But
you
we
go.
do better.
I'm gonna let you go ahead and say what you're gonna say, and I'm just looking at you, and I wait for these children to leave, and then I was like, okay,
We about to get into it.
this behavior right here,
Yeah.
because like I said, I don't know if it was a good thing or a bad thing that my parents didn't argue in front of my sister and I. I don't know if that was kind of like,
Nah, that's a good
like
thing. Boo. That's
like-
always the goal.
I don't know if they just like if that made us see life a little bit different. Like, oh, like so parents aren't supposed to argue. Like, I don't know if that's what it like, you know how you like
maybe y'all were
shelter
sheltered
someone
just a little
too
bit?
much. I don't know.
Yeah.
I didn't start seeing my parents argue until I got a little bit older. I was probably like 14, 13, 15 around there
Yeah.
when they kind of were more like not that like quiet about it versus before. The only reason my sister and I knew they were upset was because there was no music on the way to church. So that's how
That's
we
when you
knew.
Oh,
The silence.
shit.
The
Yeah,
silence. So
you're
we
right.
knew that there was nothing. And my sister and I would just look at each other and go,
shit,
yeah,
it's
like
about to
that's
get
like they're
real right
mad at
now.
each other, you know? But other than that, and it was funny because after church, music would be back on. It's almost like they needed Jesus to.
They just needed some Jesus, girl.
You know, they just needed some Jesus to kind of bring that little thing back. It was funny, but
what I'll say is that we don't get disrespectful. Again, when we were first together, it would get ugly. But we've come so fucking
Isaiah got the
so
shitty
fucking
end of
far.
it.
Huh?
So
but he knows
one,
what's up.
yeah.
You know, he knows that me and Daddy love each other, and it is what it is. And he don't even fucking look at us. He's just like, these bitches. Can y'all take that shit somewhere else? I'm watching TV.
It was funny because I just don't. I don't like it, and sometimes Pete will just do it, and I'll just look at him like. I said, I'll say something. Oh, I was like, somebody needs to watch their tone.
Yeah.
And he'll just know. And he kind of turns it down. He'll talk. And I'm just like, don't do that in front of them. Like, you know what I'm saying? It makes them uncomfortable for one. They don't know which way to look. Like, do I look down? Do I look side? Which way do I look?
Do I breathe? Do I hold it in?
Should I go to my room now? You know, it's uncomfortable. So it's like, don't do it, you know? And so we try very hard. We don't argue like, all the time.
Crazy.
Like, you know what I'm saying? And really, to be honest with you, most of our disagreements are always about business.
Yeah.
It's never like our relationship wise. It's always like, no, we shouldn't do, you know what I'm saying? It's always like stuff like that, but it's never like about us. That's what's crazy about it.
It's the same thing too. It's like, it's always the little things outside of me and him.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? The things, you know, just random shit. But this morning, girl, we had an argument. We didn't even have an argument.
We just got disconnected.
Did we just get disconnected?
Oh, it must be your
can't hear.
headphones. Chingo pulled on them
What
accident.
is this?
No, it's
that.
something else.
Oh, okay.
It's her.
Oh, there you go. Yeah.
Are we
Yeah.
connected?
Yeah, we're good. We're good.
And it was about driving. I was like, babe, don't get behind people, because he calls me. He's already on the road at 4:30. He calls me, this and that. He called to tell me something awesome, and then someone had cut him off. And he's like, see, this is why I have to speed up, because people behind me they're right on my ass. So he feels like he's got to speed up. And I'm like, no, babe, because then you're on somebody else's ass. And you know me, remember I told you, too many brains on the asphalt. I've got, whew. And so he's like, have a good day. Click. And then 2 hours later, he's like, hey, babe, what are you doing? Nothing, chilling, waiting for you to call me. Jesus.
B-word.
And that's it.
Man,
It's all good.
Pete and I on the road, it just doesn't work. That's why I try to drive most of the time. Even Rob, when he was texting me on, what was that, Sunday?
When you were coming back.
When we were coming back, I didn't reply for a little while because I was driving. And then I said, sorry, I was driving. He goes, what? You let him drive? I was like, he needed to drive for a little bit. 'Cause that was San Angelo's far.
Yeah, I know.
You know what I'm saying? I was like, I need him to drive just a little bit.
How did San Angelo go, boo?
It went really well.
Good,
It was
good.
good. Yeah, thank
That is
God. It was
awesome.
good. A lot of people were asking for Rob. And,
Hey.
you know.
Wait, you need to start going
for
with
the
your little
podcast?
laptop and be on the side.
Hey, TIA need to keep making sure they sign up for
I said,
Patreon.
hey, check this
Yes.
out. They're like, yeah, we're part of the TIA. And I was like,
What's the TIA?
What?
That just sounds like a secret society.
Pete had just told me about it on the way to San Angelo. Okay. I didn't even know what that was. When the guy said, I'm part of the TIA, I was like, what?
What's the
I was
TIA?
like, oh.
The
Don't ask
Tamal Intelligence Agency.
Give me a shirt and put a UFO on that
There's
bitch.
a shirt going to be made.
But it's also that you had ideas. You didn't tell me about them. We
I
gotta
didn't tell
talk
you.
about it. Yeah.
Yeah. So
That is
I've already,
badass.
yeah. I can't wait.
That's cool to hear. Because
Yeah.
the show's relevantly new. We've been doing it for 3 months.
Yeah,
That is
so
fucking
it was
good.
crazy because a lot of people were coming up to me, and it was funny because they were buying the El Patron hoodies that are mine, and I just kept telling Pete, I was like, I know that they think it's your brand. They have no idea that it's mine.
It's the same. You're one entity.
The thing is that David did a really good job of putting H apparel versus her apparel.
Okay, cool.
So that it
Yup.
didn't.
It did say
said
her on the shirt. Yup.
So he did a good job about playing that off. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, I gotta look at them again. I didn't notice that.
Yeah, so it doesn't say her apparel
Man,
on
you
it,
got
so you
some
can't
shit
take.
dropping that's badass. I'm gonna get on there and make time
Thank
to do
you.
it.
Yeah, I'm wearing one of them right now.
I know. I
you
fucking love
know?
it. Everything is fucking fire.
Girl, what aren't you wearing right now?
I know my mom.
She's wearing it all.
Yeah,
guys.
my mom
hair looks
says
good.
that. Thank you.
Yeah, look at
Is that your hair? That's your
Yes,
own?
that's my hair.
Is that your hair?
Dude, you don't
Well,
never know with her.
I always
yeah.
wear fake hair.
I was thinking about getting a wig.
I love wigs. Those are my favorite.
I just need to learn how to put it on.
It's just we're about to go to summertime, and summertime in a
And it's
wig
hot?
here.
Okay, never mind.
No.
Wait till winter.
Wintertime's a
Okay.
great time to have them. But I remember it was like springy.
Okay.
And I was like, oh, I'll be fine. I think it was the red wig that I got that time. And I had just gotten back to training with Sean again. And my head itched so bad. I was like, I looked at Pete. Yes.
whole
I
time,
looked at
the
Pete and
whole
I just said,
time.
I know I've only had this wig in like maybe almost a month, and you can go like almost
long
3
time.
months
Oh,
with
shit.
it on. Yeah. You just go and get your hair washed and then you get it put back on. So you can
Okay.
go pretty much a long time without having to. Man, afterwards, I ain't going to lie to you, my hair is so healthy after I take off that damn wig
No
because it hasn't
shit?
been touched. It hasn't been bleached, right? I haven't gotten my highlights done. And some shampoos dry out your hair so much. Now we're talking about natural oils.
I know.
Getting in your hair. So it's like, it's nice and lubricated and then it's washed. And it's like, man, my hair is so nice after. Every time I'm like, whenever I tell Vanessa like, hey, so I need to get my highlights done, my hair blonde again. I was like, because I know it's super grown now. It's been 3 months now. So she's like, okay. And every time I'm going, I'm like, damn, should I do this or should I just let my natural hair grow out?
Golly,
Because
the struggle's real.
Nah,
it's just
man,
so
blonde all
nice.
the way.
Yeah, I can't do dark. I don't know. I tried once already. It was like I felt like it wasn't me anymore. Even my grandma, okay? My grandma, I remember I said,
Abuelita?
she's the one that's going to give it to me for real, right? So I went to go visit her. I went dark. I went like a really dark brown. And she just looks at me and she kind of, you know when you pat somebody like
Yeah,
giving them
yeah.
that.
I feel sorry for
yeah.
him. Like, you tried, girl.
And I
you
said,
tried.
she goes, oh, te miras diferente. And I'm like, I do. I was like, that's because you're not used to seeing me with dark hair anymore. I've had it for so long.
How
She
long
goes,
have you had it blonde, boo?
36, 36.
Like 3 years?
Blonde?
Yeah, right? Or no?
No.
Like 20?
36,
19?
37,
19, 20 years old?
22 years.
Oh, Jesus. I guess because like the last 2 years ago, it was a red wig, a pink wig, or I can't even remember what your hair
mint.
color was.
Yeah.
Mint.
Yeah.
Nice.
I went
like
through
that.
a lot of wigs. And then I just started doing the extensions, the tape-ins. And those are my favorite, to be honest with you. And it's funny because I told my cousin, I'm like, okay, I love that my own hair has grown out. I was like, but I hate how thin it is. Like, I miss I like to feel the full, when it's full, you know?
Yeah, I
So
bet Chingo
told her-
does too.
Hey, that is R-rated.
Ooh, girl, we see the evidence of y'all R-ratedness on your belly, girl. You
I know.
Stop.
And yesterday, when was it, Rob? Yesterday or the day before when we were talking, I was like, everybody kept saying, have sex. I'm like, sex didn't stop not one day when I was pregnant. I was like, so can y'all please stop suggesting for me to have sex so this baby can come? But do you want to know what Rob told me?
What did Rob say?
Let's see if
Some
you
sick
know.
shit.
I'm going to see how you know. What is a natural way for you to have your baby be induced if obviously you're
Have
not?
sex. That happened to us for Aiden.
Okay, well, I
was
have
an
sex the
accident.
entire time and that didn't do a damn thing. But if you swallow,
Oh, interesting.
Swallow a nice load.
I just can't bring myself to do it. I'm sorry. I tried.
I
I tried.
swear.
I'm like, look, babe,
You
I'm sorry.
research
I
it.
just can't. I tried.
I think he feels. He's like, oh, you can. Come on. Try harder.
I think you can.
I think you can.
Ooh, it's just something about. Just, I don't know.
Just
I
think it's
tried.
pineapple juice or
But
something.
it's got a lot of nutrients.
No, nutrients?
Nutrients?
Yes, I know, girl, but I don't know. I try. Don't get me wrong. I try my little heart out. Okay? But sometimes I just can't do it. But I try. I always get
I
an
have
E
no
for
problem.
effort.
Yeah, it's hilarious. I love
I know.
it.
It's a mind thing.
That's what I like.
It's a mind thing.
Yeah, I think if you don't keep it spicy in the room, it's
There
just.
you
No,
go.
look, I tried again. I tried.
Marissa's like, y'all are attacking me right now.
I tried.
I got a little secret box,
Oh,
Hey.
you know.
got the anal beads in there.
No, see, no,
That's-
no,
That stuff's not for everybody.
Okay.
Yeah, that's definitely not. I'm really weird about booty.
I know, man.
Yeah.
It just it
It's
seems
like booty and
it's
feet, just not
it's
for me.
normal. But some people like it.
Yeah, no feet either. But booty, I just be like,
But if you want me to, I'm gonna try again. I told y'all.
I don't.
I try
even-
everything.
Pete knows better. I'm
need-
like, I'm sorry if you want somebody to do to have fun in the booty with. I'm not your girl. Sorry.
We need Adam and Eve to sponsor the show now.
Yeah, I need Darling Way to do it.
That's another company?
That's Beth, the one that I had on my show. Yeah.
Oh my goodness, that's amazing.
She doesn't like for you to talk about it. She is somebody who likes for you to be open up, like how we're talking about it. But she doesn't like for you to call it a sex shop. She really likes for you to call it a romance because she says that we have turned
sex into an ugly thing.
And it's true. And it is very true. And I think it has to do with porn. You know what I'm saying? Porn has gotten to so weird. You know what I'm saying? To where you see all kind of shit on porn now.
Sex
to where
has always been something. I mean, you look at the
so
history,
taboo.
right? It's always been so taboo. But
Yeah.
I mean, why?
Yeah.
I don't know why. I don't know why.
In Europe, they're more open about sex.
Super.
And
They show condom commercials.
Yeah, boo. They have less teenage pregnancies. They have less STDs.
Listen, it's not like they're not so I know if you're watching this on YouTube, you'll be able to see this, but if you're not, imagine me holding the mic. So they don't legit show the penis, but you kind of see the shadowy thing of how you roll it on.
Yeah.
Word?
Yeah.
It's not like it's like be protected. It's like a positive thing. Same thing with
Why is our culture this way?
we're just like that. Same thing with little girls that go to the beach, right? I don't know their pedophile statistics over there, right? But
A pedophile is going to be dirty no matter if you have a fucking jacket on with a damn. You know what I mean? Like they're
because the little girls over there are at the beach with no top on. They're just wearing the little underwear. And I remember my girlfriend's lived in Europe for so long now. They've not been in the States for, I don't know, never. I don't think since she got married. But anyway, I remember when Mickey went, we were in Italy and we were at the beach and Kate didn't have a top on.
I mean, they don't have boobies,
No, of
right?
course
They're
no.
just
They're flat. They're like little, like the way little boys are.
Yeah.
And Mickey was so like, why isn't Kate wearing a top? And I was like, okay, well, out here, that's really like normal.
It's normal.
You know, it's not nothing. And the men are wearing Speedos. So it's not like, so she was kind of like, what is happening on the beach here? Because, out here, the guys wear shorts or, some kind of swimming trunk or whatever. And even if they're the shorter kind, what are those, boxer briefs? But now they make those style of like Speedos now, but out there, it's just like, and trust me, don't nobody care that you ain't got no top on, because there were women out there tanning, and literally they were talking like this, like sitting there, like their boobs are just there, and they're just talking. There's a guy talking. He's not on like staring. No, it's just like they're having a regular conversation. And I was just like, why are we so fucking weird in America?
Culture,
right?
You know what I'm saying?
Puritanical.
I mean, those are the people that came down here and created this society that we live in. It's all based on this Protestant Jesus. I don't know what the fuck. But again, over there, they don't have teenage pregnancy like we do. They don't have STDs like we do. So, and why is that? Because I think that they're more open.
I can see that.
It's not something that kids are like, ooh, I need to try this because it's hidden and I need to figure it out. It's more like it's out in the open. Okay, it's going to happen eventually one day.
And they drink earlier too, right?
Yeah,
I think so.
They're at 16.
Oh, wow.
And I think that's why they don't have issues either with like that.
Makes sense.
Same thing in Mexico though. You can be. I think it's
We
like
got a little bit more
in
issues.
Mexico.
We got some more issues down there.
6-year-old was
because
walking around with shots on a tray.
I never forget. I went to Mexico. I was in Reynosa one time, and the little kids that I was playing with, their mom said, "Hey, vas a comprar mis cigarros?" And I was like, "You're not old enough to buy cigarettes." And it's like, "Yeah, I am." I was like, "What?" So I like walked to the
He's
little
like,
store
I'm 23
with him,
in dog years,
and
bitch.
I was like, "What? They just sold him the pack of cigarettes." It's like they know that it's probably not for them; it's for your parents. I don't know. And it was like nothing, and I was so surprised. Yeah, I was so surprised that they didn't even question it. It was just like, okay, he just came back, gave his mom her cigarettes, and that was the end of it. I thought it was crazy, but that goes back to what we've talked about before. I don't want to be so close-minded with Penny because of those reasons. You know what I'm saying? And the new baby, because my mom was super strict. I told you guys, my mom told me, "Are you sure you didn't shit in your pants when I started my period, bro?" Come on, guys. I told this story. So my mom was so like very old school. Okay,
classic story.
Yeah, I mean, it was like, I think I know the difference between poop and blood, Mom. Hello, come on, somebody.
Goodness.
You need to open for Chingo. Just make that into a 5-minute bit. Open the show. Everybody be cool.
It's just
my goodness.
But I also don't want to be like, okay, so you need birth control, does that make sense? I also don't want to be like that.
it's too
I don't
much.
want to be like, let's encourage it either, but I don't want to act like
And birth control's so bad for you when you're a young little
so
tenderoni.
bad. It's even bad for you as an adult.
Yes,
That's why I stopped taking it.
Me too. That's how I accidentally got pregnant. Because I had just taken that fucking thing out.
The IUD?
Yeah.
Well, that's great that you got pregnant that quick, because usually
no.
you
It's
can't.
been a year.
Oh, okay, yeah.
It's
'cause
been a year
usually
and some
takes-
change.
It fucks people up. Trust me, I was on birth control for a hot
Couldn't
minute
do it,
since I
man.
was 18 years old all the way through, 17 all the way through when my mom was diagnosed with breast cancer. I think I was like late 20s, something like that. And I went to a class while waiting there about cervical cancer.
remember.
And I was like, what the fuck? I was like, oh my God. I was so paranoid. I'm over there like sitting at home, touching like all over my area, see if I feel anything. Like, bitch, you can't feel it yourself. Somebody's got to go. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, I was so scared. I was like,
know.
I can't do this anymore.
scary.
It was like back to condoms because I was terrified.
Dude, even the tampons, they're dipped in bleach.
Yeah, I
You gotta
know.
get
That's really bad,
You got to
too.
get the natural.
What? They're
Yeah.
dipped in
dude.
bleach?
Yes. Why do you think it's
Yes.
white?
I don't know.
Yes.
Yes, man.
It's
They
really bad
fucking
for you.
find ways to
I'm
fuck
guilty of
everything
wearing
up,
them.
man.
That's why if I go through with this hysterectomy, I'm kind of excited. Did I tell you about that?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm kind of excited.
Yeah.
You decided to do that?
I think I am going to do it. I'm not going to have any more kids. I'll still have my ovaries, so it's not like I'm provoking early menopause or anything like that by doing that. So I think I am, and that's great that I'll never have a period again. I mean, hello.
Oh,
I
God,
hate
I'm
having
so
a period.
jealous.
So yeah, I think I'm going to go with it, and it's for the benefit of myself too, because these fibroids can turn into cervical cancer.
Yeah.
So I mean, hello,
Yeah.
I don't want that shit to happen either.
Yeah.
So luckily, my mom's got them removed 3 times, and she said, we were talking about it because after I told her about the hysterectomy, I said, "Have you thought about that?" And she goes, "Well, I don't get my period anymore." And she's like, after the chemo and radiation, it killed it, you know. She's like, every time someone says like, "Have you gone through menopause?" She's like, "I have no idea," because she wasn't going through menopause even before she got radiation. That's the reason why her treatment was so harsh, was because she still hadn't gone through radiation. Had she
Yeah.
been, I'm sorry, through chemo, had she already been through menopause, she would have been able to just take a pill.
Yeah.
So versus
What's menopause, real quick, in like a brief summary? Because I kind of know what it is, but I really don't know what
So
it is.
I guess it's a
mean,
weird
it's when you
imbalance
stop
of your
bleeding, right?
hormones.
You
You
just
stop
stop-
bleeding. You get hot flashes. I know Luisa's already gone through it and she got
You
it
can't
young.
you can't reproduce anymore is basically
Yeah, you can't.
So all this weird shit starts to happen before you're,
Gotcha.
to the other side.
But she
you got to suffer a
thinks-
little bit. But
I think she got it so early because she says in Mexico you don't have really an option of getting your tubes tied. It's like you're getting them done, homie.
What?
So it's like you've had an after 35. They don't be doing that, risking yourself after 35 because they don't want no Down syndrome kids.
am I
Is
gonna
that
have a
effed
Down
up?
syndrome
No, you're not.
kid? Oh Jesus!
They're gonna do the test on you anyway.
Está malito.
And whatever happens, happens.
Yeah,
Thank you,
that's why.
Jesus,
That's why I
hallelujah.
said
It is
like
what
I
it
didn't
is.
want to announce anything until after I had that test done, just because I didn't know what emotions I was going to go through should any bad news happen, you know.
Yeah.
So I didn't want to like say anything about it, especially because of my age. But it was funny whenever I was talking to my OB, he's like, well, do you plan to have any more kids? I was like, nah. I'm like, I mean, I am 39. He goes, yeah, I was thinking the same thing. I was like,
Yeah.
like, who the fuck asked you? Like, who understands you? First, you're like, yeah, you're super healthy. You know what I'm saying? Now you're like, yeah, you're 39, so you should probably not, you know?
But I think it's safer though. I mean, it's safer.
I mean, more
to
women
just-
are having kids older now
That's
versus.
true.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
true.
And you know, I saw an interview yesterday with Kim Kardashian where she said her
How old is that
dad.
bitch?
She's about to be 42.
Oh, fuck.
Also,
What?
yeah, she looks amazing.
Damn, medicine.
No.
But
Modern
she doesn't
medicine.
have her kids, does she? Because her last 2 kids she didn't carry, right?
I don't think she carried the last 2.
Yeah.
No.
Wait, what?
Damn.
She
No,
didn't
she had
carry-
somebody
she-
else carry her babies for her.
I had no idea.
Yeah, she didn't get. She didn't,
But I don't think it's because she didn't want to. She's got a lot of health issues. 'Cause
yeah,
she almost
died on the last one or some shit like that. It was real. She was like, it was pretty bad for her. I think she got preeclampsia.
Yeah,
is that what
that,
she got? Yeah,
that.
I think I think like your blood pressure goes up really high
don't
or
know
something,
what that
and it like
means.
affects the baby like awful. Like I don't really know what it technically does. I should maybe know that since I am pregnant, but I watch so much of what like I try to do to where it's like
it's scary, man. And even like birth control and the history of this country has been pretty fucked up because like they gave birth control to a bunch of Puerto Rican women back in the 80s. I think it was the 80s to test the birth control. It ended up sterilizing damn near all the women, and some of them died.
Damn.
Yeah, it's crazy. I don't know, man. It's just
I wonder why Puerto Ricans.
I look it up. That's what I want to know.
I wonder if they
Why Puerto
volunteered for it,
Ricans?
though. Like, knowing that there'd be risks. It had to be experimental at the time.
Maybe. But it makes you question, you know, is what we're taking actually okay? Is it safe to take? You never really know.
You don't know what.
You never really know,
I mean,
man.
all the stuff that's in there. It's a bunch of hormones that make your body think it's pregnant. That's the reason why you don't get pregnant. It thinks it. So it's spitting this stuff into your body. So it's like it already. And
Do
it
you
throws,
see how we kill ourselves so that a man can fucking bust his nut? Like, I'm so tired of this shit. Why do I gotta suffer, bitch? Can you take a fucking shot?
Listen,
These
I don't know
hormones,
why.
hormones are coming out right
Can
now.
you take pills, bitch?
I don't know why guys can't do something else like instead of us. I don't know. They should be the one. We're the ones that do the birthing.
Yeah,
So
but
why-
without our juices, you're useless in that regard. You ain't birthing nothing.
Damn shame.
I hate to agree with Rob, but he's right.
I mean, I concur.
I can't disagree with that. It's the awful truth, but you know.
What happened to J-Lo?
Oh, wait. What did happen to J-Lo? I just heard yesterday that her and A-Rod were split up. What's the scoop?
It's got the internet on fire, girl. It's got the internet on fire.
Here's what's crazy to me. It's like, who cares? She don't need a man. We know that. We
get it.
We get it. She's got the money. I don't even think she was with A-Rod for the money to begin with. She got her own bank. You know what I'm saying? It's
Yeah.
like, I get it. I think, according to what I read, supposedly is because she's been filming in the Dominican Republic for this movie that she's going to do. And
she's tempted with all them Dominican daddies.
maybe
Hello.
it was funny. We called them papaya men. Me and my aunt Lily. One time we went to an after hours club.
Tell me, girl.
And
were you
Just walk
pretending to do African accents in the club? Please tell me you were.
no, we went to this Dominican after hours club where they play salsa and everything, and we were like, oh, okay. And I mean, they were all so cute. But they all smelled like fucking fruit. Like they just went to Bath and Body Works and fucking just put
Hey, woo.
So I was like, Maya's like, oh, did you dance with him? He smelled like straight papaya. So that's how I always say. I said. So we're always joking. We're always saying, "Did you see papaya over there?" You know, that's our.
So she's
inside
filming
joke.
in the Dominican.
She's filming in the Dominican, and so I guess they haven't seen each other in a hot minute, and
Got
so
it.
that's kind of causing a little friction.
What, since Inauguration Day? It ain't been but 2 months. They were both there.
Yeah, I don't know. Yes, maybe that's a long time for them, bro.
No, but
Maybe
this-
you can go 2 months without Don, Rob.
Damn.
called a
Hey, I
vacation.
have to do it all the time, man.
Just kidding.
Yeah, I couldn't do 2 months without Pete. I'll be honest.
No, but it was
Yeah, it's a
there
long
was this picture circulating, right? And I shared it because I thought it was funny. But so there was a picture of her when she was with Mark Anthony, and there's a picture of her and Mark Anthony as a couple, but on the other side
It's
is A-Rod.
yeah.
So now there's a new picture circulating, and it's A-Rod, and then it's got J-Lo in the middle, and then it's got that Judge guy from New York. He plays for New York.
Oh, Aaron Judge?
Aaron Judge,
The tall,
right?
huge motherfucker?
So they X'd out
That's
A-Rod,
hilarious.
and he's,
I
and I
haven't
said,
seen
oh,
that.
so there, everybody's like, okay, who's next? If you're playing the percentages.
Damn.
But I
hope
think
that's
people
true.
were taking it the wrong way because I was just like, who's next? LOL. But I don't mean it like
Who cares?
it's bad. I'm just saying
It's
like
funny.
It's a joke.
it's
Sheesh.
you know, and my thing is like I do have a criticism of this dumb bitch because it's like, first of all, you are always in a long ass relationship. Like you go from one long relationship to another long. Like let that pussy free and go be a hoe.
Hoe around a bit.
Free that pussy, bitch,
I
and
like
go
it.
be a hoe. That's what I'm saying.
You got to be a hoe for a little bit.
goddamn, why do you have to always be holding a motherfucker's hand to feel like
There's
you're
just
special?
some women who have to have a man, though.
And
There's
that's my only
women like
criticism.
that.
I know it's J-Lo. That's a bad bitch. I
love
she's
her.
badass.
Yeah.
But do you always have to be fucking
Yeah, there's just some women that are like, I'm
always
somebody.
in a serious long relationship?
Yeah.
Always.
What do you call that? Codependent?
Hell yeah.
Yeah, codependent as
But
fuck.
but I don't think she has daddy issues. I think that happens when you have daddy issues.
Does she even know
Well,
her
she's
daddy?
got to have some kind of issues because she's always got to be booed up.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm
Like, and not just boot up like 2 days. Like for that, I agree. Do your thing, boo. 2 days is even too much.
In the Dominican with papaya man.
but-
good old smelling papayas.
2 years, and then after that, you're free for like a month, and then it's another 2 years, and then you're free for another month, and then like that's girl, you're wasting that for JJ, girl.
I know. And
How old is she?
She's
50?
50.
She's 50. She still has some life left in that.
She's got a lot of life.
Hey,
She's gorgeous.
If she looks like this, I don't
mean,
care if she's 60, 70.
Yeah.
Shit.
And I don't know what work she's had done, if any.
All of it.
Really? You think so?
All of it. Come on.
I mean, boo, the access is there. You know what I'm saying?
But
It
God,
ain't
it looks,
nothing for them to go.
she does a good job of keeping it a natural
Oh, well,
look.
hey, people ain't ugly. They just poor.
Rob!
Okay. Okay.
Rob,
Say that one more
come on,
time.
People ain't
somebody.
ugly. They're just poor.
Man, come on, somebody.
Woo! Hallelujah.
Because I was telling Rob that I found this girl, and she loves to get plastic surgery. That's her thing. And she's like, y'all love criticizing me. She's like, but damn. She's like, y'all just keep giving me money so I can get more surgeries because people are watching her YouTube videos.
Damn.
Shout out to her.
Yeah, her name, her Mapili, or she's got a Maripili.
Okay.
Oh, she's a Spanish chick?
Maripili.
Yeah, Maripili, and she lives in Mexico because
So her booty's big, but her legs are skinny.
She got
Well, no, she got it done to where but
It looks good.
listen, I was telling Rob that she has said that her booty dropped because I guess the fat that was transferred over there, she started to lose weight, but that fat didn't lose. Also, instead, it started drooping.
Oh,
So
shit.
she had to get a butt lift. So
Damn.
there's a line right here. So she was kind of showing you what
I'd
it
rather
was.
be
And she-
poor.
and you know what she said? She said, "That's all right." She goes, "I just go get a tattoo because she's got random tattoos." And I was wondering why
It's
her
for all her
tattoos-
surgical scars.
So she got the flab removed from the arms, and so she's got a tattoo going all the way
Of
through
the
here.
Eiffel Tower, just right there.
And it goes through her armpit, and I thought that I was like, "Ouch!" I was like, "Why would you get a tattoo there?" And then as she's talking, she goes, "Yo me hago los tatuajes." What she said? She goes, "A mí me vale. Tú sabes que yo me hago los
Is she from
tatuajes."
Sinaloa?
No, she's actually, I think, Puerto Rican, but lives in Mexico because she's doing some TV stuff out there. She goes, I have to
yeah.
look like this. She goes, and I don't give a fuck what I look like without clothes. If I got all these tattoos, she's like, because I look good with my clothes on. And that's what's important is that I look cute when I got clothes on. She's like, so if I have all these scars, it's all good. She's like,
That's right. Somebody's gonna fuck these scars.
yeah, exactly. But they can start to
Shit.
go away. I mean, they
God.
eventually start to get smaller because she showed her surgery, what do you call it? Her scar from another surgery and how small it was. I think she just likes the tattoos because the scar was like about that little. I was like, okay.
Is she pretty?
I mean, with all that surgery, I hope.
I mean, yeah.
She's not like ugly. She's not
No.
like, oh my God. I mean, but I do feel like she could do some with her hair. You know, it's like just stringy little hair. And
Slap
I'm
a
just
wig
like,
on it.
Yeah, something, you know. But maybe that's what she does just for her YouTube channel. Maybe she just keeps it real and doesn't get all dolled up until it's time for her to have to.
Have you seen those booty implants where like it actually flips? Like whatever's in there, they put some kind of implant in there.
But that's an implant
Right.
versus the fat transfer.
Right.
I saw the one where you flipped it, where she was
Dude,
botched.
that was gross.
That was awful. That's super scary. That's why I'm telling you, I'm obsessed with watching those videos. But I'm just, I won't even have a baby in a hospital. You know what I'm saying? I'm terrified
That's
of,
true.
you know what I'm saying? That it's funny because my babysitter's quick to tell me like, hey, so after you have this baby, she's like, okay, y'all think I'm lying.
She's giving you the info.
No,
Did
y'all
she make
think
those beans in there? God damn! What did she put in there?
Magic.
no, it's
Son of a-
chorizo.
Yeah.
That's what I was tasting.
Yeah, it's chorizo.
Motherfucker.
It's I when we got here at
She
the same
kicked
time,
ass.
and I walked in for 5 minutes, and I walked out. I was like, that smells like a straight up authentic Mexican
Oh
restaurant.
my God, I love it.
She straight up sent me this yesterday, guys, and she goes, where'd it go? Marcos Presto, el doctor de cirugía. I was like, can I have this baby first?
What are you trying to say, Marissa? What are you
Can I
trying
have
to
this
say?
baby first? Because she was like, I don't know. She didn't understand the purpose of me working so hard, like measuring my food, eating the same things.
She's trying to make her life
You know
easier.
what I'm saying?
She's like,
so she
look,
doesn't get it. She's like, you like to do that? And I was like, I mean, I'm trying to get back to like what I was before. She's like, yeah, it's not going to happen. You know that, right? I'm like, no, it is going to happen. I was like, it's your diet. So if your diet is good, you have no reason not to get back to, to what you were before, because it's 90% diet. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, she's like, yeah, no, it's not. You're not. And I was like,
Mexicans just don't believe it.
And I just kept telling her, like, this girl does not fucking shut up about this shit. I'm about to get mad because I'm sitting here measuring 3 ounces of fucking protein. Of course I don't want to it's a bitch measuring your food.
Bitch, I want 10 ounces, but I'm having to do 3.
Yeah, it's like,
Oh my goodness.
Your stilling balls? Did you mean sirloin balls?
Ooh.
Were those sirloin?
Yeah, I'm supposed to be sirloin. Yeah, I saw when I posted it after. I was like, someone said, what kind of meat is stealing? I was like, what? I was like, I don't know. She goes, oh, you have that on your story? I was like,
bitch, I was in a rush.
Oh my God, I was in a rush. It's sirloin. I was like, it's not, I don't know what stealing is. I'm so sorry. And, but I was just, what do you call it? I measure my stuff, and yeah, I know I'm pregnant, you know what I'm saying? But I still look at it, and, I'm like, okay, I can have a little bit of that, but I'm not going to have a whole lot of it, you know what I'm saying? Just because I'm pregnant. So
I'm about to fuck up some crawfish again.
Oh, I love crawfish. Yeah, I'm ready.
And I know we're not supposed to.
We're
not supposed to because of the mercury, but we're not going too crazy.
But I mean, you don't really eat that much of it, right?
I know, that's what I'm saying. Like, if it's not all.
Because they measure by the pound. You get those boats, right? 2 pounds really is like, come on, like maybe half of a pound of actual meat, if that.
Dude, I had some the other day. It was fucking fantastic.
Same.
It was fucking fantastic.
Excuse me.
And I had a little bit of Stella Solstice.
Ooh.
Because that's a seasonal one. And we haven't found it in a while. My husband stopped somewhere. He's like, oh my God, they have the Solstice. I'm getting it. And I had just a little bit, guys. Don't call CPS on me. Fuck.
I don't care to drink it, but it's funny because I told Peter, I was like, man, this really sucks that I can't have beer with this crawfish because it really goes together. That's how it goes.
Yeah.
It goes together.
It goes together.
And I was like, he's like, you wouldn't get drunk, like bloated? I'm like, it's weird. I don't know who invented that combo, but it doesn't. I don't get bloated I don't get bloated if I'm eating the crawfish with the beer. It's almost like having water to me with the crawfish. I don't know if that makes sense. It wasn't like
so tasty.
It's so good. It almost adds like a little bit of a flavor. I even had said one time, I was
just
like,
pour it all over the crawfish.
I had even said one time, I was like, I wonder if like you poured some beer on top of it, what kind of flavor it would change to the crawfish, because it's
that's
so
how I feel
good
about beer and anything else.
Yeah.
Pour it on top of everything.
But I love I do about 2-3 pounds is my max, and I'll take a break. This is before I was pregnant. When I'd go to like the crawfish events, I'd take a break, I'd drink, and then I'd be like, okay, I'm ready for another 2 pounds. Let's do it. I get another 2 pounds, and shit. I try to stay away from the potatoes and the
sausage
and the corn, because that's what fills you up.
Yeah.
So I try to leave that to the end. As soon as I see I'm almost finished, I have a whole way of eating my crawfish. As soon as I see I'm like almost, and I'm like, all right, now I can go ahead and do the potatoes and the corn, because
God,
I know what y'all doing.
I need to be there.
Let's do it. Let's get together sometime in the near future.
I'm down.
Yeah, after
fucking
this
fried gator. Has anybody had fried gator?
Yeah, so good. Yeah, fried
Never.
gator is good. Yeah, it's just like chicken.
Hell yeah, but
like
it's good chicken.
Mm-hmm.
It's good chicken.
Is it Frenchie's chicken?
I still haven't had that.
What?
I haven't either.
Oh,
Have I?
Yo,
I don't fucking
Frenchie's
remember.
is bomb.
I think
don't remember.
no way, I did have it, but Pete said it was not from the original Frenchies. So he's like, I don't know what that meant. So I was like, oh, okay, I don't know what that means. I was like, so does that mean it's different? That means it's not good? I didn't really know what that meant, but yeah, I don't know. What was I going to tell you? You know, we're talking about this whole taboo thing about sex and everything. I think Rob and I kind of touched base about the Cardi B thing. Did we talked about with Megan Thee Stallion?
Yeah.
Did we talk about it?
Not really. We didn't dive into it. Did you see the performance?
I finally
saw it on YouTube though.
Same here.
I didn't see it.
I finally saw it because her and Candace Owens are going on a little.
What are these stupid bitches arguing about again?
Well, the thing is that, and I can see both points, right? I see Cardi B's point because she's ratchet, right? And then I see Candace Owens because, she feels like.
Because she's pretended to be a fucking saint, but that's okay. Keep going.
I don't think she's pretending to be a saint. I think she makes a good point that little black girls are seeing her, and they're growing up thinking that these things are, things you're supposed to do, like rub
That's on the
coochies.
parent. That it's not on motherfucking Cardi B.
It's not.
I don't let my kids watch that
But
shit.
it was on TV. That's her point. It was put on.
Okay, well, when they
on,
perform, change the fucking channel.
I know, but
you should be watching
That's not
your
a
kids
cable
anyway.
channel, though. It's
if you have little kids, you can't just let them watch the Grammys. We already know.
No,
Grammys,
but the Grammys,
MTV.
no, Grammys has never been dirty like that. It started to get like that recently. Now the MTV awards, yeah, that's also cable TV too. You didn't have that on a regular channel. But this is, what is it? NBC, ABC is one of those.
Yeah, one of those
kid
networks.
channels. So it's kind of like.
But you
it's
can't
a
blame
family
the
channels.
performer. You gotta blame the people who run the show.
Well, I think it's everybody's.
If families are gonna watch it, maybe you shouldn't put Cardi B and Meg Thee Stallion, because they're gonna be. Cardi B is gonna be Cardi B.
That was
Meg
her
Thee Stallion's
point.
gonna be Meg Thee Stallion. So you can't blame them. That's the artist. They are doing that for grown bitches that feel what they're saying.
That's what Candace was saying, that she said she can't believe this is what's being allowed on this type of network TV, right? It should have been left for a YouTube video, for something that's controlled, versus this is a channel that you usually would. This is an event.
So then argue with CBS or whoever the fuck is the one.
Well,
that
she didn't direct it to Cardi B, but Cardi B took it personal because Fox News put it up.
Why are they putting that up? That's not news.
Because they ain't got nothing else to talk about. Trump ain't in office.
Yeah, exactly.
Hello, come on, you know that.
Yeah.
Trump's not around to give him shit.
These people's ratings are plummeting.
Oh.
MSNBC, CNN,
Even the
these bitches ain't
Grammys.
got
Even the
shit to
Grammys. I
talk
think they
about.
said 50% less dropped or something like
Plummeting.
that. Yeah.
Plummeting.
Because they ain't got shit to talk about because Trump ain't in office. That's what's funny.
I mean, there's shit to talk about, like
There's
motherfucking
plenty.
Cuomo and all kinds of shit, but they
Newsom.
don't talk about it.
No.
They don't talk about it.
Of course they're not.
Hold on, let's talk about Cardi B.
Yeah, right.
We start just.
They're not going to talk about them, girl. They're on the left. Come on now. You know better. But so they're going into battle. So then, and here's the sad part, is that Cardi B lets the ratchet side of her come out instead of using her smarts. That's how I like to respond to people.
Everybody knows Candace Owens is the Tekashi 6ix9ine of the Republican Party. That bitch's job is to go after celebrities, and if you take the bait, there it is. It's a full-on war. You keep giving this bitch life, and all you have to, without a response.
But Cardi B feels different.
But
She
without a
feels like-
response, Candace Owens ain't got shit. When people don't respond to her, the bitch ain't got shit. So stop responding to her.
Well, I think that's what I'm saying. Cardi B's ratchet. She is going to do it. She has to. She's hood.
Yeah.
She's not gonna. And that's what I'm saying.
Tekashi 6ix9ine of the Republican Party. That's what the fuck Candace Owens is.
I'm gonna disagree. I like her. I can deal with her.
She's full of shit, boo.
Nah,
Because I can correct this hoe. I can fact check this bitch all day long.
I'd love for y'all to go toe to toe.
look,
That'd be interesting.
Yeah.
Wait, so what was? I don't know Cardi's response. What?
So Cardi's response was basically like, so I guess a while back somebody on the left tried to make a meme about Candace, saying that her husband
Was cheating on her with a dude or something, right?
Yeah, that with her husband was with her brother.
Oh, Jesus.
So somebody made like
With Candace Owens' brother?
Candace Owens' brother was supposedly sleeping with her husband. So somebody on the left made that
I'm
meme.
so sick of this. Why is this?
Yeah. So somebody did
News.
that. And so she was like, so that was a big thing. And so I guess Cardi B
She kind of ran with it.
Yes, but this was something that was posted a long time ago.
Okay.
It wasn't like something recent. So she dug it up. I guess maybe somebody on her team dug it up. But what they
Why
didn't
do
they
this?
didn't fact check that.
Yeah.
That's the thing. And that's where I feel Cardi B fucked up. I'm like, bitch, you got all this money. You can have one motherfucker check that shit before you posted it. You know what I'm saying? And just
Candace Owens don't fact check her motherfucking self when she spews bullshit.
Wait, nobody's
Trust
suing
me,
her? No one's suing
I
Candace?
tried to listen to this bitch, but there's too many hoes.
No one's suing her
But
the way
she
she's
uses
suing
big
Cardi.
words, so motherfuckers think she's telling the truth.
well, she does. She's obviously suing Facebook for the fact checking shit. So obviously,
she's suing Facebook?
Oh yeah, for
Candace
fact-
Owens?
Yes.
Oh yeah, and she's
Aw,
suing. She's suing Cardi B
acting real
too.
snowflakey right now.
Yeah, and she's suing him, and she's pretty much winning.
Yeah.
So
We'll see what
yeah,
happens.
We'll see what happens. She's winning
Good for
because
Candace.
they tried to fact check her and remove her shit and said it was fake when it wasn't fake. And so then she kind of brought all the proof, and then she said, great. And then I guess more people being silenced on there. She said, all right, y'all finna play this. Y'all want to silence us, but y'all don't want to silence people on the left. Then this is what's going to happen. You know what I'm saying? So that's how the whole
Facebook's in all kinds of hot water with a lot of people.
With a lot of people.
With these fucking people.
I can't. I don't do Facebook. I don't like it. I think it's dumb. I just can't. I
just have it so I can talk shit about.
I just want to heart your picture or skip your picture, but I don't want to have to read your sappy story about how your husband or you're not feeling well today. Like I don't.
It's for old people.
Please don't let any man tell you that you can't. You can and you shall. I get so tired of that.
Damn, who hurt you?
Nobody.
Who hurt you on Facebook?
Nobody hurt me, but I get so tired of these long ass fucking paragraphs.
Yeah.
Of like,
as business owners, though, we should all take advantage of the platform for now while you can still advertise with them. If you're advertising on Facebook,
it's true.
The social aspect of it is, I can't.
I think that's why I like the gram better because people really aren't doing these.
Yeah, that's me. I like for you to post your little picture. Okay, I'm not gonna lie to you. If your caption though is really long, I don't read it. I just move on.
Good luck.
I don't. I need it to be about maximum 5 sentences. That's cool, but don't do bullet points.
Well, I was gonna say when you get to a second bullet point, when you get past 2 bullet points, that's when I for sure can't read it.
I can't.
Jesus.
I can't. I just start to get like nervous,
especially when it's like a person who doesn't have a business and they're just talking about themselves. Like it's like, dude, this is too much.
It better be a co-branding kind of thing, like it's you talking about you and your business.
No, it's
not
like,
just you.
I have come through the fires.
Yeah,
and I have come through them, and I am strong now. And and it's so fucking irritating.
It's a real simple thing. It's just like say what you say.
That's why I can't with these bitches.
2 or 3 sentences.
Candace and the Cardi B.
Say
like,
what you need to say.
Well, anyway, so basically, she's suing her. She said, take it off. Right? If you're smart, take it off because that's, what is that?
Defamation.
Yeah, and she's like, because it's fake. And she's like, bitch, this ain't fake. You just mad because I busted you. I looked it up on Google.
Oh, no. Oh, my God.
Cardi. It to me was so hilarious. It was just a funny thing for me to watch because
I can't with them bitches.
Here's the thing. If Cardi B would just step down just a little bit from the ghetto, from the ratchetness, and just spoke more just a little bit, even if you can still be a smart ass and just kill it with kindness, and y'all are playing the same game.
Don't respond to Tekashi 6ix9ine of the Republican Party. Don't give this bitch energy. Move on with your life.
Because Cardi B is
she needs the attention too. What else is she gonna do right now, Marissa?
God, dude, her fucking videos from when she was doing her stripper diaries, they were fantastic. She was fucking funny. She should have been a fucking comedian.
Who?
Cardi B.
Oh, I loved her on Love and Hip Hop.
Well, I didn't.
Oh, okay.
I started listening. My sister started to send me her little Instagram clips. Mm-hmm. Fucking hilarious. But it was after that, and she already had like 1 million followers, that she got onto Love and Hip Hop, and I guess that just took her into a different direction.
But do you want to know how I discovered her?
She was hilarious, guys.
Someone DM'd me.
Oh, shit.
And said, not the way she talks, but something about her reminds me of you.
Do you know that my sister sent me that video, and she says, this girl reminds me of you, and she sent it, I said, oh and I told Pete, I was like,
I am very offended. I wouldn't like this.
I wasn't offended.
I am very offended. I said, look at this. And I said, what about her reminds somebody
as she's moving her hands and
because
her
she's just,
head.
Oh my God, she was
what
fun.
About her reminds people, it's just like, I don't know what it is about her, but I just
the straight upness.
And
maybe?
I was like, okay. I was like, I don't know, but I love Cardi B regardless of like, she's not the brightest cookie, but she is bright, and she doesn't use her brightness in for the better. She dumbs down.
Be smart. Don't argue with stupid bitches like that.
That's why I said if she would have just battled her a little bit smarter versus
she shouldn't have battled her at all.
And the thing is, Candace wasn't trying to battle. She was trying to talk shit about how this is the kind of shit that the TV is posting now, making it okay. And so her thing was, shame on ABC or whatever for having Megan Thee Stallion and Cardi B doing this performance on there, right?
Okay.
Cardi B took it personal because she mentioned her name.
Of course.
And that's when the attack happened. And that's what Candace said. First of all, this tweet wasn't about you. but you made it about
But you said
now.
my name, bitch.
So now
you said my
that's where the-
motherfucking name, ho.
that's where it
That's what I would
started.
have said.
Hey, this ain't stripper
I
diaries.
know. Stripper diaries, I know, right? And so so that's how that
pregnant
whole thing
diaries.
happened.
Y'all should do some pregnancy
You
diaries.
said my name, bitch. Keep it out your mouth.
And so that's where that happened. So now Cardi didn't do her fact checking.
God
Posted
damn,
some
I
shit.
can't with
So
her.
now she's fucking taking her to court because she refused. Because Cardi's like, I'm not
Man,
taking
I'll
this
pay
shit.
that fee any day.
She's like, I'm not taking this shit
If I was
down.
Cardi
It's
B.
real. And she's like,
It's not
okay,
real.
I'm telling you, it's not real. It's a photoshopped fucking tweet that somebody made against me. So take it down before it becomes an issue for real. Bitch, and then she started tweeting all these like European magazines, like that. Also, we're
Again,
talking about
why
this
is she giving her energy?
because she's just as ratchet. So she was so Cardi bragged about being on Fox News instead, right? And that's where her thing was like, she said, thanks, Candace, for exposing me to Fox News. Now everybody basically on the right knows who I am, right? That was her thing. And so she's like, this wasn't about you. This was about the network. But okay, you know what I'm saying? So that's where the little battle kind of began. And then Candace, it was never about Cardi B. It was about the kind of
I
shit
just
they're
find it
putting
funny
it on
that
the
Candace
TV.
wants to fact check people. It's just hilarious to me.
Well, I think this was something that I thought was like, Cardi, you could have just done a little better at your fact checking because you got money, you got bread
I think
too.
they can both take their own advice.
Yeah, and
Do it,
you
bitch.
know, you could have just halted that and been like, who the fuck found this tweet and y'all motherfuckers didn't know this shit was fake? Come on,
Somebody
now.
got fired.
I would be
Somebody
mad at my
on our
whole
team.
team. My whole
Yes.
team.
Somebody on my team gave me this shit and it ain't real, and now this is what's happening. So I just thought that was kind of like.
Meanwhile, her
okay.
team's Offset and her daughter. That's her team.
Oh, because she basically so Candace, I'm sorry, Cardi's attack is always the fact that Candace has a white husband, right? Because she's married to a white man. And so she said the tweet was you talk about basically about the way they were scissoring on stage, right? And
Did they scissor? I don't remember.
I didn't
yeah.
see it. I saw the still.
they did this and then they
Oh,
locked.
yeah, I think I saw that.
Yeah. So when I saw it, I was
Hey.
like, okay.
I know.
I was
Isaiah
not
comes
expecting-
Isaiah comes to the living room. He goes, Mom, Aiden was on the 6-year-old.
Oh my God.
He's on YouTube and he was watching a Cardi B video. I was like, oh my God, what the fuck? I was like, bro,
That's a no-no.
quit your shit.
It was funny. So what was I saying about that?
So they were on stage scissoring.
They were doing scissors.
So yeah, they were scissoring.
They were
and
the Scissor
so-
Sisters.
And then she said, if anybody's
Oh,
is
the white
cheating,
husband.
is
Yeah.
your-
I want
is
to
her
see
white-
Cardi B and Candace scissor.
She's like,
No,
I
yeah.
want to
Oh
see
my
them be
God,
scissor
I don't-
sisters.
That's not.
I need
That's
to.
not a scissor sister to me. That's almost like one of those like weird porns. Like, why would they do that? You know what I'm saying? Like one of those things.
Weird mashup. Well, yeah. So it always talks about her white husband, right?
I always talks about her
Yeah,
white husband.
that's stupid, man.
That's
Why are you
dumb.
bringing up? Man, shut up.
And so she's always talking about that. She goes, "It's your white husband that cheats on you with your own brother."
Oh my God.
So
I need
the Cardi B said
Cardi,
that.
Stop.
And she
Cardi.
said the only cheating that's been happening is your
Oh,
husband.
damn. She should have never brought that shit up. God damn.
But
Even I know
Cardi-
when to shut the fuck
know.
up.
Right.
Because
God.
Cardi thought that she got her because
Yeah.
she really thought this tweet was real. Okay. So because she thought the tweet was real,
That's funny,
That
though.
was her attack. And she was like, you want to talk all this shit, but you're about basically like, how are you talking shit about us scissoring on stage when it's your man scissoring another man,
Yeah.
basically? You know what I'm saying? And so she was like, and he's like, he's cheating with your own brother, you know? And then she was like, the only cheating happening around here is your husband, you know?
Boom, mic
And so
drop.
it was like, so I was like, damn, she got her pretty good there.
I need Cardi and Tekashi to stop arguing. This is enough. This is enough. We got bigger problems.
But it was funny because
I'm still waiting on that steamy, guys. I think I'm gonna get it.
you really, so check this out. So why did,
Everybody's getting their stimmy.
I know, but why?
Where's mine, Jesus?
Luisa was telling me that because
What?
she likes to go play the little maquinitas.
Uh-huh.
So she was telling me she was with this lady sitting next to this lady, and the lady goes, "Oh my God!" She's like, "I just got my stimulus check." She's like, "And I got 6 kids and one on the way." I was like,
How
"So
much is that?
1,400 times
Times 6?
6,
Bitch,
bitch! I want 6 kids."
the fuck I do?
Yeah, no.
I was
Them
like,
bitches are expensive. I cannot.
So
I was like,
we're
hold
looking
on,
at
guys,
80.
somebody's
80
trying to
go ahead.
send me some stuff.
Business.
Some business,
Straight business. So we're looking
yeah.
at $8,400. Marissa, $8,400.
$8,400, Rob.
$8,400.
Oh man, plus herself, right? Because don't they give it to
Oh,
the
right.
adult?
So plus the 14 for her. 9,800.
Wow.
What? That's somebody's
Damn, man.
like monthly.
Yeah, right. I mean, look, people could. I mean, we don't want to get too far into politics, but this relief bill, they could have cut.
Boo. Go ahead.
They could have cut everybody a $10,000-$20,000 check and still wouldn't have spent all the money.
The United States could give everybody $1 million right now. We'd still be fucking good. Think about all the taxes we pay as one human being a year.
I was trying to
That's
be
a
reasonable.
lot.
I'm like 10, 20 grand. It could be
That's
$1 million.
a lot.
I'd take $1 million in a heartbeat. Please
For the
give me that $1 million.
gas,
Dude.
for licenses, for permits, for every time we look around, we're paying taxes. You cannot tell me that there's not enough in there.
Well, why do you
for
think the
them
TABC? Why do you think they went around telling businesses that were just considered had liquor license? Well, if you sell snacks,
Oh, they needed the restaurant thing,
of
right?
course,
Yeah,
because they needed to find people so they can make their little extra money. Come on
Man,
now.
see, I get so fucking tired of
See?
this shit.
I
It
mean,
pisses me off.
hello.
Business red tape is some of the
Yeah,
most aggravating.
exactly. That's why I think about having a brick and mortar.
I hate it.
Trust me, I think about it so
You
hard.
think about it or
And
think about
just
not
know
having it?
wherever
Like,
you
think
go,
about, like,
girl.
am I ready?
yeah, yeah.
Am I going to be ready for, like, I need to be 100% prepared, and I don't like being just that alone. Like yesterday, I just went through this whole, like, I was sitting there and I'm just like so frustrated, right? Just because the comedy clubs are reaching out, but they're for way later on in the year because they're still not open in the cities that they're in. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? And I'm just thinking, like, why isn't nobody outraged at not being able to work? Why isn't nobody outraged at...
I think people are outraged, boo, but we don't get to see that. We don't see everyday people enough. I think that the day-to-day, everyday people, they don't watch... They're not on Instagram. They're not on Twitter. They're not watching CNN. They're not watching Fox News. They're really trying to figure things out. They're not arguing about shit like we are. They don't have that luxury. And I don't think that we really get to see their perspective enough.
Because, I thought about my renter, how for the first time in the
Is he
3
okay,
years,
boo?
he's fine now.
Okay.
But the first time in the 3 years that he's been leasing from me, he said, he's like, I'm kind of hurting right now. He's like, because of the economy. He's like, I hadn't been. He's like, it just started happening for the company I work for. I mean, I don't want to ask him, like, well, what do you know what I'm saying? Because I don't want for them to,
Yeah.
I don't need to know their business. But it hurts me to see that. I mean, it hurts us too. Like, I'm not fucking drenched in millions of dollars. You know what I'm saying? I mean, thankfully we're able to survive. We don't get the stimmy. But it'd be nice if they'd still give it to us. I'd take it in a heartbeat. I'd take any free money you're gonna give me.
Amen. Hallelujah.
But it'd be great if we did, because we got to sit and twiddle our thumbs and figure out how we're gonna make the next move. And you know what I'm saying? What are we gonna do so that we can keep making money? Because if there's no tour, guess what, guys?
There's no money,
There's
boo.
no money. You know what I'm saying?
And it's crazy because I saw them talking about Joe Biden's tax plan, and so he is gonna tax the rich. But see, the problem, it's $400,000 if you are a $400,000 earner or higher. But it's really those $4,000 earners to $1 million, $2 million. Like, they're really gonna suffer. They're gonna have those taxes raised on them. But some kind of way, these big corporations will still pay zero. So they're still letting the biggest players in the game pay nothing.
Well, that's probably because they have some little hookup with they got to pay somebody.
They're the biggest welfare recipients. It's called corporate welfare. And we blame people on food stamps, but they are a drop in the bucket.
That's why I make sure I bring every. I need a deduction for that thing, that thing, that thing, and that thing.
The
because
real
I am not
recipients
playing.
of welfare in this country are these big corporations because they pay zero in fucking taxes.
Well, yeah, there's like you get a tax. You can get if you
These
have someone who's
motherfuckers
just,
are on food stamps. They're on fucking Medicaid and they're on housing. You know why? Because they don't pay no fucking
You
taxes.
talking about politicians?
Politicians and these big corporations, because these big corporations are paying zero in taxes, right? Yet they're getting tax breaks and subsidies, so they're getting free money from our fucking money. And I want people to remember that we keep putting into this fucking pot. That's our money, but we can't touch it. Okay, the people who run this country, They don't pay for their food because we pay for that, so that's fucking food stamps. They don't pay to live because we pay for that, so that's motherfucking Section 8 housing. And they don't pay for their fucking health care because we pay for that. That's motherfucking free health care. That's Medicaid. Why is it okay for them, but it's not okay for us?
Well, because
that is what I need to know.
I think it's taken. I think for me, for example, coming from someone who worked in government assistant type programs, right? It's frustrating sometimes, right? As somebody who's a taxpayer, as you're a taxpayer, everybody who pays taxes, right? I'll give you an example. I don't know if I've told the story before, but the deaf center where I used to work out of, we used to give food out, but we only gave it to the deaf, not to the hearing, because there's a lot of programs for the hearing community to go get help, but not a lot for the deaf, right?
Yeah.
But if you walk in and I see you with 2 kids and you're telling me you don't have food, it breaks my heart. So, obviously because we had control of the food bank, we kind of made the decision, right? But when you walk in and you and your babies have brand new Jordans on, right? And you assume that because my eyes are slanted, I am not Hispanic and I don't speak Spanish, right? So you tell your mom, I asked the girl.
Do they think you're Asian?
All the time.
Oh my God.
They
Ain't
never
nothing about you that looks Asian, girl.
Your
height?
I think it's my eyes. I get it a lot. It's always my eyes. My dad used to say que somos la familia de los ojos borrados because ours are like that. But the girl walks in. So I said, are you guys together or separate with her and her mom, right? I said, because if you guys are together, I only need one application for you guys to fill out. And then she turns around, she goes, Mamá, llena la forma para que los den más comida. Ya que no vivimos juntos. I looked at her and I said, okay, so it's one form then. Yeah. I said, because y'all do live together. Her eyes, and the mom goes, ¿Hablas español? I said, pensé que eras chinita. I'm like, no, not chinita.
Hey, but we ain't saying shit when these congressmen,
what I'm saying is there's
when
people
these
that really
congressmen
need
are
it.
spending our money because they don't pay for shit on their side bitches fucking plastic surgery and their Louis Vuittons and their bags and their vacation homes, we don't say shit. But when it's a poor person trying to get extra money, we're pissed off. See, that's why the outrage needs to be the opposite way. It really does.
I think there's I don't want to give handouts to everybody.
Yes,
I'm sorry, I don't.
I get it.
I don't
get it.
because I worked in it and I saw it
Yes.
every day, and it would be frustrating because then I really had someone who legit needed it and I didn't have the funds or I didn't have the food anymore because here I am thinking, this person that walks in really needs it. So I give it to them and I find out that technically they're using their money to go buy drugs. And then I'm pissed about that because they leave their four children in our center to come get free services, which is fine. You know what I'm saying? But meanwhile, you're using their money that you get from the government because you're deaf. As a parent, it's kind of like the stimu. They get more money if they have children and they're deaf. Okay. So you're using that money. You're living out of your van. You're making $3,200 a month, which is what somebody makes if they worked every two weeks. Let's just say you made $1,500 every 2 weeks. And that's, I don't know what kind of job you're doing,
shit,
but let's just
$3,200 don't pay shit in my motherfucking house.
Well, neither do I. I'll tell you that
it
now.
does. Thank you, Jesus, for whatever comes. But what I'm saying is, golly.
Same.
Everyone's like,
it's just
$3,200.
it's just too many people taking advantage of this system, and it starts at the top.
And then for
it starts at the top.
But people that don't need it make it hard for those who really do need it. And then you have people that start to turn cold against it because I see it so much. And it's funny, when I first started working in the deaf community in more of the what do you call it, like nonprofit organizations, my ex-business partner told me, she goes, I'd be like, oh gosh, Kelly, it's like, we really need to help them. She'd be like, okay. She was like, you're going to get tired of it. I know what I'm telling you. And I was like, God, this bitch ain't got no heart for people. You know what I'm saying? It's like,
and then 2 months in, you're like, man, fuck these bitches.
Man, after being there 6 months, because at first you're so blinded. You're blinded by people coming in and you're buying their story. So you feel bad. And then you you're new to the deaf community, so you're also looking at it as like, man, they're, they got to go find somebody to fucking interpret for them, first of all. And if wherever they're going to go get the help, if they don't give it to, if they don't provide an interpreter, they have to wait an extra day before they can hire the interpreter, because it's more money to hire an interpreter an emergency rate. So they have a whole red tape to go through before they can go get services from a hearing service. Does that make sense? So the fact that we were the only one doing that, and you know what I'm saying? It's like, but y'all motherfuckers is getting free money already from the government. You know what I'm saying? And then on top of that, you're making it hard for those that really need it. They're working, getting the assistance, and still not making it. That to me is what breaks my heart, when you're still trying to like push. And it's like, you can never, you never just can get above the water.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
but
You're
even
just
those
working
people
hard.
that come in and take advantage of the system and get, I don't know, an extra $200.
No, they're getting $600 in food stamps. And you're still
$600
getting
in food
here
stamps.
and
It's
asking for
still
food?
just a drop in the bucket compared to what these bigger players in society are getting for free. For free.
I feel kind of weird about it, because, man, I just kind of felt like you're getting food stamps and you're here asking me for help, and you're still getting assistance from the government. I just can't. Like, there has to be a stop. I feel you should be drug tested to get your assistance, because if you're not using your money for what it's really for, I'm okay with
What
helping.
if they smoke for free?
Who's giving you free drugs?
Yeah.
What drug dealer is giving away his stash?
What if they
Are you
smoke it
on
for
something
free?
right now? What, you want
Shit,
something right now?
wish.
Are you gonna give it away for free if you had it?
Like, I wish.
I wish, Jesus.
Oh, that's right. I keep forgetting. Y'all both prego.
Damn, super fucking prego. I'm so tired of this shit.
I know.
Why is this happening
But you
to
know
me?
what? I was thinking about it. I was like,
I wonder why.
I'm 5 months. I'm like, 'cause ain't no birth control in that house.
Damn. Oh, Jesus.
You know what's funny though? When I
Loaded
went to
pistol.
go do the
Loaded pistol.
the Pika Festival.
Uh-huh.
Her and Rome
Was
were
I
there.
pregnant?
No. You
At that
remember
time?
Rome said,
Something about my booty being dirty, but that's when he loves it.
Oh my
He did say that.
So
too.
disgusting. I could be filthy and he doesn't give a shit. Oh
I don't think any guy does, but
Facts.
my God.
but no. But he had said, yeah, I really wanted another one. I want to try for a girl.
I know.
Remember, y'all were
He's
just
been
joking
saying that for
around,
years,
and he was
boo.
like, she's like, nah, that shit ain't happening here. Marissa said that. He's like,
Damn.
yeah. Basically, he said like, Marissa, cut that out. It's not happening. And then when she texts me with the picture of the pregnancy test.
Hey, and I told her, this is all your motherfucking fault.
I
I blame you.
Because she's always joking. I
Yeah.
couldn't take her serious. I said, who'd you take this picture from? She goes, no, I swear it's mine. I said, Marissa,
my
no,
God.
for real. Where'd you get this
I
picture?
spent $16 for a $3 birth control test because I had to have it Instacarted to my house or shipped. Because I just was like, man, something's fucking wrong with me. So I got on ship.
$16.
Well, for the shipping, for the delivery, they charge you like $8.
Damn. Okay.
Why didn't you go to the store yourself?
Yeah, for real.
I don't know. I just didn't feel like going. I was like, man, I got
Damn,
shit to
man,
do.
y'all some bougie
Let me
people.
have these people fucking deliver.
That's a convenience fee. I love that convenience fee. I've done it before. I've used Favor before.
Yeah.
It was kind of nice. I was like,
yes,
what?
it is a favor.
I was like, what? It's
Oh,
Favor's
my
owned
God,
by
boo.
HEB.
But I'm like, I
Oh,
can't
yeah,
with
it
my
is.
husband. He always speaking things into existence. God damn it.
Well, hey, be like, hey, Texas Lotto's tonight. Speak
Yeah.
it into existence. Mega Million something.
Oh my God, dude, we gotta play.
We were
But we're
talking
not
What
good
is
gamblers,
it?
man.
What is the right
We never
now?
win.
like 100 mil, I think.
Man, my family and I,
Why?
we all pitch in. And it's like, hey, I think at one point it was like crazy.
It was $1 billion.
Yeah.
Like 2
so
months
we
ago.
were playing.
Yeah.
And it was like hilarious. One of my aunts was like, we're not winning this shit. Why do we keep playing this? And I'm tired of paying y'all $20 and this and that. And my uncle goes, somebody needs to remove Maribel from this text messaging. He's like, she's put all the bad vibes out there and I'm trying to win this money. And
Oh, yes, remove her from the group.
yeah, he's like, remove her and don't let her be a part of it. And if she wins, then she's like, if we win, she's not getting no money since she doesn't want to. My uncle was really getting like mad about it. Like, she better not be on here. You know what I'm saying? It was so funny. And then I just told my Aunt Lily, I said, pray over that shit. Whenever you buy it, just pray over it so we
pray.
can win. I said, even if we all fucking just won, if we won 2.5 million, all of us in this group text would be fine.
Yeah.
I was like, so just pray over it, Lily. Jeez. And it was funny. And then my uncle, the same one, he goes, it says multiplica something, amen, and I wrote back amen, and then everybody was writing back amen, and my Aunt Maribel said, we ain't winning this shit. I don't know what y'all praying
Oh my God, that is horrible.
She was hilarious. It was hilarious. It was the most hilarious conversation because my uncle was getting mad about
That's so
her being
funny.
so negative, but it was so funny.
Too much, guys.
So I have a little dilemma.
What?
Have you come up with a name yet?
No,
That's not the dilemma.
no.
Okay,
My
what
dilemma
is
is I might be switching midwives,
What?
and that's
Why?
pretty
What
far along for 5 months. I should have. My midwife is great. I love her, which is the reason why I wanted to have her birth my second child, because I had such a great experience with her with my first baby, right? But my midwife is also sick, right? She's got cancer, right? And on top of that, her staff is not the same staff anymore. So before it was like you walked in, and I don't really need you to greet me. That's not what I mean. It's just like she had her doulas that were in training to become midwives. So they were there. It was a little bit more of a process, right? And so it was kind of like you weighed, you peed, and you did all the stuff that you kind of do. And she's solo right now, and I haven't heard from her. And tomorrow will make a month since the last time I saw her. I know you guys are like, so what's the big deal? You see your OB every 3 weeks, right? Because that's what normally, I think, is that what you normally?
month.
Every month? Okay. So see, with the midwife, it's a little bit different. Your midwife actually sees you almost every 2.5 weeks.
Yeah.
It's
Now,
like,
when it gets closer to due date,
see, due date with your midwife, it's every week. It's a very one-on-one relationship. And what I mean by that, it's you're seeing so much because you're more of a private client versus when you go to the doctor, he's got sees so many people. That's the reason he's not seeing you. You know what I'm saying? That often. I've seen my doctor more than I've seen her, and that's just because of the fibroids. And I totally get it, right? It was the same process when I got pregnant the first time, but I also was seeing her just as much. You know what I'm saying? So tomorrow will make a month, and I just kind of feel like she told me, after you go see the doctor, let me know what he says about the fibroids, right? Because it's the second visit about the fibroids. And then that way we can make your next visit. And I said, sure. So I reached out and I told her, said, hey. Oh, and I told her that I was off. I thought I was a week less, but I'm actually a week further along based on the measurement of the baby. And I said, that's my bad. I was like, I didn't know that, And then she goes, okay. She goes, no big deal. That's just 1 week, 7 days. That's all it is. And then I said, yeah. And I'm like, so am I going to have to ask you when my next appointment is? Like, I don't feel like I should hound you to ask you when my next appointment is. When I leave the doctor's office, they're setting my appointment already for the next time I see you. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's one. And then two, she's like, I'm going to send you the contract and all the paperwork, blah, 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 blah. Well, I never got it. But when I went to go see her again, I reminded her, I'm like, hey, so I never got the paperwork that you talked about. So, like, you want to send it to me? Like, I don't feel like...
And what did she say?
I'm sorry. I didn't know you hadn't gotten it. And I was like...
And she's riding solo right now?
She's riding solo. And that's why I almost want... My approach to her, I want to be like, how can I help you? Like, I don't want to be your client anymore. Like, I really think I'm going to switch my midwife, and I'm going to go with the girl that was my doula.
Okay.
My doula is now a midwife.
Okay.
And I loved my doula. Okay. I loved her. Fran was great. I loved my team. Does that make sense? My two doulas were great. The other doula, if she were here, I'd probably, she's now a midwife also, but she's in the East Coast now. She moved. She was just here doing her work so she came from the East Coast to come to my midwife because my midwife is known to be one of the OGs and one of the best. Do you see what I'm saying? So I'm very heartbroken. I'm very heartbroken. It's no, like legit, it stresses me out.
Yeah.
And I told Pete, I was like, I've already have a lot to stress now. I don't, that was the beauty of having a midwife, guys. I can't, everybody thinks it's like, that's so weird. It's so old fashioned. The beauty of having a midwife, you have no idea. it's almost like your support, and it's like you're gonna be fine. Don't worry. I don't need nobody to hold my hand. That's not what I mean.
It's like a
I don't wanna
cheerleading squad.
It's my cheerleading squad, legit.
Yep.
When I gave birth, the 2 doulas that I had, they were so great. At no point did I ever feel like I was going to I couldn't do this. If anything, it was just like, you're
like,
almost
me and
there.
my team
You
are
got
gonna do
this.
this.
It's like, you've got this. You're
Yep.
almost there. Like, don't worry about it. Take your time. There is no rush. You know what I'm saying? It was almost like, you listen to your body. Are you listening to your body? Do you hear it? Do you hear it? And it's like, so, when you're birthing, you need kind of all that, and you need a very clear mind, and somebody's got to tell you, like, basically there is light at the end of the tunnel. You know what I'm saying? So both those girls were amazing. Both of them are midwives now. So I was kind of like, my other girlfriend, she just had a baby. She used our doula. That was her doula also. She's like, I couldn't go back to a FUA this time around. And I was like, why? She's like, I don't know. She's like, I felt like I just didn't have that connection with her anymore. She's like, and when she found a FUA the first time, she said she had already made the mistake of sticking with her team for 5 weeks, for 5 months, 20 weeks before she made the decision to find a FUA, right? This was her with her first child.
Yeah.
She's like, and I felt that feeling early on with the FUA to where I said, I'm not going to do this, and immediately went to Fran because she had already had that feeling before.
Okay.
So now I'm kind of there. I'm kind of a little unhappy, and I don't know how to approach her without hurting her feelings. One, right? Because that's what I'm worried about. I'm such that's always I don't want to hurt her feelings,
Yeah.
Excuse me. And two, it sucks changing your midwife 20 weeks into your pregnancy. She hasn't seen me.
You're already almost there.
Yeah, she hasn't seen me so if I switch to Fran, luckily Fran knows me. Luckily Fran was my doula. She was there throughout my entire
Can
first
Fran
birth.
be the buffer and tell her, break up with her for you?
Ooh, good idea.
Hey,
I mean,
that's what Pete said this morning.
can you talk to Fran?
And here's the thing. I already gave a deposit with my midwife, right? And so, guys, this is why I'm also a little bit...
Fran, I'm gonna need you to get that deposit.
Can she
Here's
give
the
it
other
back?
thing. I said, all right, check this out. So I looked on my portal, right? And that's where my contract is supposed to be. That's where I was supposed to have a contract that I was supposed to sign, right? But
So
I
you
never
don't even have a contract.
Listen, because I never got on there because she sent me the paperwork so late. I'm a returning client, so that's why she doesn't
Yeah.
she's not hounding me, I think, for why haven't you signed this contract. But anyway, I go to the tab where the contract is supposed to be so that I can sign it. There is no contract uploaded on there, so I don't even know my refund policy. And that's what I'm saying. She's writing solo to the point where I feel like I don't mind helping you. I can come volunteer for you, but I no longer want you to be my midwife. Does that make
Don't
sense?
volunteer for her. Just tell her that it's
And
over.
I just think and you
Tell
know
her
what's
it's over.
Here's
Pull the
thing.
Band-Aid off.
Here's the thing. One of my friends told me that because I reached out to her. It was like 11:30 at night. I just was tossing and turning. I couldn't sleep because I was just like, I hate that I have to look for you. This is your business. You know, I'm a business owner. I want to keep my clients, so I reach out, right? That's just if somebody's unhappy with something they ordered from me, I try to stay on top of it. After Joseph tells me, or, when we had Iris doing it, you know what I'm saying? Like, if they told me, like, hey, this customer, blah, 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 I, even after they took care of the issue, I'll ask, like, hey, did you get your item? Was everything okay? You know what I'm saying? Because I want my customers to be, yes.
Yep.
So to me, I feel like I get it. I'm a returning customer or client. So I feel like you should be like, hey, I haven't
just
seen
air out
you in
your
a minute.
grievances with her and see where it goes. Just talk to her.
Yeah, Pete's like, just talk to Fran, reach out to Fran and just tell Fran. Maybe she already knows her policies and she worked with her anyway. So she'll probably be able to tell you like, yeah, you ain't getting your refund, like your deposit back. Even if she gave me half, I'd be fine with her giving me half because she did see me 3 times. Because I told Pete, I was like, if I multiply 3 visits at the doctor's office, right? And then I subtract that from what I've given her.
That's
Let's
half.
just hypothetically, let's just say she's charging the same thing the doctor does, right? Then, you know what I'm saying? Then I get it. You know what I'm saying? That's fine. I'll give her that portion amount, but she can give me the rest of it. And she went up on her price too. versus friend is more of the price that I paid the first time around.
Okay.
So you know what I'm saying, and I get it. It's a job, but I don't know.
You gotta do it soon,
and I'm stressed
'cause you
out
don't need
about
to be
it. Like
stressed
I'm
out about
legit
it.
stressed out about it, and I'm just like, okay, I got other shit to stress out about. Like we got a tamale fucking event happening
What's
next week
happening?
on Tuesday. It's Tamale National Tamal Day.
Yeah.
Okay. And where's this gonna be at?
Eighth Wonder.
Oh shit.
And so at first it was like, oh, Ilse, right? My content. She's like, yeah, I think you and Pete should do something about tamales since, you know,
He's a tamale king.
Yeah. I said, oh, babe, what kind of video could we do? He's like, what if we did a pop-up at Eighth Wonder, we sold the tamales and we sold merch? And I was like, shit, that's a great idea because I just got these new items.
Y'all should have been
So-
slinging tamales a long fucking time ago. God,
But
Jesus.
he used to. He had taco trucks before. And then I was like, oh, shit, that's a great idea, right? And then as I'm thinking about all the work that goes into it, I'm like,
God, boo, that's a
oh,
lot.
I
And you're
don't
supposed to be ready by next Tuesday.
know. I don't know if I want to do this.
Are you supposed to be ready by next Tuesday? Do you need help? I'll help you.
Okay, well, then come
Fuck.
Sunday.
Who do I need to boss around?
I'm like,
Shit.
oh my God. I was like, and this last night, that was kind of our little thing is because everything ends up falling on me, right? And his merch store was kind of everywhere. Here's the thing.
Ah, this is stressful.
Yeah,
Ooh,
I'm
I
telling
can't. I
you.
can't
It's not
even.
good for the babies, guys.
all the
feel like I'm
listeners
about
are
to quit
stressed out for
again.
me.
It's not good for the babies.
all the people were like, "Ooh, I gotta change it because this girl's stressing me out." But it's funny because you know when you're the one that manages everything and they
Yes,
depend on you to
boo.
have it.
I can barely manage my life in juices. My life in juices for crying out loud.
my little
Jesus.
book of like things that I need to do or handle is what's her name? Kris Jenner. It's her face. It's a book, and it's like a little journal.
Oh my God.
And that's my motivation. Trust me, guys.
Hey, but that bitch handles her shit. I gotta give that to her.
That's
man.
why that's my book of where I write shit
Kris
that I
Jenner's face. Fuck yeah.
because it reminds me how she manages so many kids.
How the fuck?
I thought Caitlyn for a second. I forgot who you meant. I thought you had Bruce Jenner's face on you.
No, the fucking
Not the mom.
she doesn't just manage her kids.
Hey,
She
they're
manages
both moms.
motherfucking empires.
Yes.
All these different bitches got a bunch
Exactly.
of shit going on.
And Pete's like, but she's got
Yeah.
an assistant
And an
for that
assistant for
assistant.
that.
He's
Yup.
like, so I'm like, I'm like, oh man, I'm like, how the fuck that bitch manage everything? And
Hey,
I'm
but
like,
she didn't
I can't
always have
stay- I
assistants.
can't stay on top of you know what I'm saying? I'm just
Yeah.
like, and I just like, this train has derailed. I'm all like I'm like, it's derailed and I haven't been able to get it back like how I always have it right on track. And I was like, and I just feel like you don't help because you don't stay organized. And then I'm like, and it's hard keeping you organized, keeping else everything. He's just looking at me. And then I had to like calm the fuck down, right? And take a deep breath because really the add-on to that stress is the fact that I'm worried about this midwife
Yeah.
situation. Does
Yeah,
that make
that's not
sense?
helping.
So it's not helping. So
Yeah.
I probably wouldn't have handled it that way. But because I was already thinking, fuck, this Friday's going to be a month. She ain't even reached out to me. So now I'm getting worked up about that. And I'm like, oh man, you know? So then we have all this event going. Usually I'd been like, all right, so we're taking this day, this is happening, blah, 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 you know? So we're good. But on top of that, I have that. And then see, sometimes I don't know how you are. I don't know how you are. But if something already works for me and someone is suggesting something new to try, I won't do it. Rob, I think you know that. You've suggested different stores for me several times. And I'm always like, well, I kind of really just like the store that I use right now.
Yeah.
And it works for me and I understand it. I know how it works. Should something go wrong, I know how to fix it, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So there's companies out there that can handle all these things for you, right? And it's great. It's very convenient, right? But this is the control freak in me. You don't have a lot of control. Who do you talk to? Now you got to wait for customer service and you having to do all that. I don't like that shit. Okay. I like to be able to talk to somebody who's the fucking owner. I need to talk to that person. I don't want to talk to your rep. I don't want to talk to the rep of the rep. You know what I'm saying? My rep will get back to you. No, just let me talk to somebody. So he had opened this one store to sell his merchandise. He didn't like the way the store worked, so he opened up another system, and so it was like this. So then I get an email finally, where I guess it's an upset customer now.
Oh fuck.
It's like he hadn't gotten his merch, and I said, Pete, did you go on there and check your orders? Oh, I thought Joseph was doing that. I said, Okay. I said, I am refunding this customer his money. I said, because this is very unorganized. I said, I need for you to sit down. So I'm going to go bathe the baby. Now I'm talking like a mom and I'm getting mad, right? So I said, I'm having to breathe in and breathe out, right?
Yes.
Just so that I can like not be mad. And I'm just like,
I'm so glad you're not my wife.
I said, all right, boom. I said, I'm going to go bathe Penny. I'm going to need you to sit down and please shut down any stores that you are no longer using because you don't know if items have been sold there. I said, and you've got to tell Joseph to go check the orders so that he knows that there's orders sitting here and then he can ship those out. And he's just looking at me. I know he wants to talk shit. I know he does. But he knows how upset I am, and he knows that.
And he sees your face red. It's just getting red.
Listen, I still hadn't bathed after working out yesterday, so my chongo was all the way up here. I looked crazy as fuck. Like, you know what I'm saying?
A mean-ass
my
workout,
armpits,
girl. I saw it.
My armpits have hair from where I haven't had a chance to go get them waxed
It ain't
yet.
your fault.
I have a wedding. A quinceañera tomorrow. My toenails are so long right now. I told
On a
Pete, I'm like.
Friday?
Yeah, I know. My cousin's having her daughter's quinceañera on a Friday. And I said, I got to go get my toes done. I still haven't had time to do that. I said, I guess I'm going to cut that shit
My
myself.
toes are busted.
You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, you know, these are things.
Bust it.
And show toes. Just
Busted and disgusted. Hey, they're busted and disgusted. And I was going to text somebody, so I'll be like, let's go get a pedicure. But she's already like scared me into like not even breathing on her, looking at her. So I was like, no,
Don't add
mind.
no more shit to the plate.
So it was funny. And I just, after I calmed down, because I even lost my appetite. How do you lose your appetite when you're hungry? Because you're just
your
so
anger,
stressed
your
out,
rage,
you know?
girl, it took over you.
So I went and go bathe Penny. I changed her. I told you guys, for some reason, I can't make the bottle. It's only Dad can. Like, if I make it, she goes like this. I kid you not, she goes like this. Papi! I'm like, it's the same
No
milk,
respect,
bro.
girl. No respect.
It's the milk. It's the same milk. I don't understand.
It ain't got Dad's magical touch on it though.
She'll still, and so then Pete will act like
my
he'll
God,
take it, and then he'll
girl.
come back and bring the same bottle. It just needs to come from him for some reason. But anyway, I go and I come back when I get out of putting her to bed. I start to eat and I just said, I really apologize for speaking the way I did earlier. I was like, I don't say I'm sorry, but I do say I apologize because I had a teacher who said
I
you're
am
never
not sorry,
supposed.
bitch.
Well, I had a teacher that says you're not supposed to say I'm sorry.
Yeah, because you ain't sorry.
Yes, you're supposed to say I apologize. That
Exactly.
is correct. So I apologized to him and I said, I want you to understand. I said that we not only did we just add on something to our plate, this little festival that we decided that we wanted to be a part of, which is great. I don't mind it. These events end up being, after we do them, I'm always like,
Then
I'm
you're
so glad
happy.
we
You're
did
like,
it. It was so much fun.
yay.
Because I
Yeah.
love when the fans come out and they'll ask like,
Well, you remember Cinco de Mayo?
Cinco de Mayo was so, how stressed
God,
out
I've
were we
never
were
done
that.
that, girl.
Huh?
How stressed out
Oh
was
my
that?
God. It was like the most stressful thing ever. And then it completed.
And then it turned out
and it was like-
amazing.
It was so-
God, I
I
gotta go
loved
to one. Are
everybody
y'all gonna do
was-
it this May?
That's what we're going to kind of
Are
talk
you?
to Ryan
Okay.
about when we go on Tuesday and have this event. We don't know. We think it's too soon. It took us a while to plan this.
That's true.
To plan this event out, and then with the pandemic, we don't. They're still, even
Next
though they're.
May.
You know how they're a 2,000 seater there. Meaning
Yeah.
they can house 2,000 people there.
Okay.
They're still only allowing 300 people, and
yeah,
and you're
that's not
completely open. So I'm not really sure their reasoning behind it. Maybe they're just still being cautious.
Since we're talking about it, somebody just sent me this as we're talking. A new
shit.
John Hopkins study that just came out. Researchers are ruling, the daily average of COVID cases has fallen by 2,500 over the last 2 weeks, a 35% decrease since the maskless mandates
Here in Texas.
everywhere across the country.
See, I
Yes,
don't
I'll
know.
be having
I'm
these
just-
conversations with you, Marissa. I'll be telling you.
I don't know what to believe. I'm so tired of this shit.
Isn't that crazy?
I
damn.
cannot believe. See, there's just and I personally feel, I don't even know if this is true. This is my thing. Do you know why I feel like the Biden administration is upset that Texas opened up and that Florida opened up?
They can go suck a dick. I don't give a fuck.
Because then we won't get vaccinated?
Vaccination, then you no longer think you're free.
Oh, right.
Because they're using this word free, right? You'll be you get your freedom back once you get this vaccination.
They're dangling that carrot.
You know what I'm saying? And that's where I think that's see, we're about to go into I
Yeah.
think that's fucked up, man. I think that's fucked up because I just be getting
and
so
you're right,
mad.
dangling that carrot.
Yeah.
If you want this,
Yes.
you're gonna go. Oop.
Yeah.
So I feel,
Yeah.
and I could be wrong, right? I don't, because again, I told you, we talked when I was when Rob and I did. I said, I still don't know enough about politics to be able to talk enough about it, right?
Just
But I understand and
It's
I
just a
generalize
bunch of
it.
bullshit,
Yeah.
so it's okay. You
But-
ain't got nothing to know.
But what I'm saying is, I find it odd because I just see like, why are they so mad at Texas and Florida that they were completely opened up? Well, yeah, we just fucked up y'all's plan.
Yeah.
Y'all's plan to keep dangling this carrot, like you said.
You know, Boo, there's a lot of things that they know that we don't.
Oh,
course,
yeah.
duh.
Can you
So-
imagine? Aliens.
So
I mean,
our governor is willing to play these games with the Biden administration because there's a lot of things that we're not privy to.
yeah, G. Santis.
They know. They know a lot of shit that we don't know.
And you know when they try to call out Governor Abbott, right? Because he's like, who did you consult with then? I don't know if you saw that interview, y'all. I think it was.
I just got an app that allows me to watch local news. So
ABC
shout out to my stolen app.
app.
Don't admit to that.
I think it was ABC 13. They try to interview him, right?
Abbott?
Abbott.
Like our
And-
local
our local
people?
news, yeah, our local news, and they were like, "So who did you have a combo with? You didn't talk to Lena Hidalgo. You didn't discuss this with. You didn't discuss it with, I guess, the people.
Do you
who
know
he's-
she wants to run for governor?
Oh,
Yeah,
my
no, I'm not
God.
voting for
I'm
that.
not
bitch.
either.
Hell
So
no.
does,
I'm just saying,
so does Beto
I'm not.
O'Rourke. He's planning to run in 22.
I'm not doing.
I'm not
Beto.
doing that.
I'm not doing.
Listen,
Beto,
like
sorry.
I said this on the podcast this week. I said I respect her for being a woman doing a job that it's an opportunity that hasn't been allowed for women. So I respect that. It's a job. It's a tough job. But I also don't like how she plays these games with us, and you know, people see her. She's the way she speaks, the way she carries herself.
Those little underhanded comments
It
and the-
allows you to. Why would she do that? You know, she wouldn't lie to us. Why would she? And that's what irks me. And I only read tweets. I never reply to no tweets, regardless of me wanting to say something,
Same.
right?
Thank God I'm not on Twitter.
But I
would have been banned a long time ago.
listen. I said I put on there. She had posted something. I said, I'm so over your lies. I said, I can't wait for you to be out of office.
Hold on, I thought you didn't reply.
I don't, and I was
I'm so tired of your lies.
and I said, I'm so tired of your lies. I'm like, I'm not voting for you again. And then someone replied to me and said, you have your choice. I said, I sure do. And then, you know,
When are you starting these beefs on
On Twitter, of all places.
Marisol Owens? You better stop it, Marisol Owens.
I never
Marisol B.
reply.
Marisol B.
Marisol B.
I never get, I get on, I do read. I get on Twitter and I just read. I never
Yeah.
just reply. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, my
I love reading
goodness.
like other people's replies. Like they
Threads.
the threads, they
Yes.
crack me up, right? But I never reply. But that day I was just like,
Yeah, that day was your day.
fucked
It
up.
was your
I'm
day to
tired of
reply.
you.
You're so mean. Like, you're so mean for doing this to us. And you know you're lying. And you're sitting there. She's sitting there with a straight face like this to my Houstonians. I'm
sorry, guys.
And, you know, we should. And like I said, I admire her for being a female doing a role that has never been allowed in the past. You know what I'm saying? I can respect that.
Yeah, and there's a reason for it, isn't there?
Hey, Rob. Hold up.
I'm just saying the only time someone broke into the White House was when a woman was the security guard. So just, you know, I'm just saying, you know, there's things we can do. There's things we can't do, bitch.
He just tackled her ass and ran past her. He did. He just trucked her like a fucking football player and said, bye,
I
bitch.
mean, you know.
It's just
Jesus,
so
take
fucked
the
up,
wheel.
right? It's
Yeah.
just like, I just see it like, why y'all playing these games? You know, these people just want to, all people,
God.
listen, guys.
If we
all-
stop playing with them, they'll stop playing with
Exactly.
us. Okay.
You are falling into these little traps. So I think they're just mad because Texas and Florida didn't do what they thought. And that's why the news was trying to call Governor Abbott. I was like, so who'd you discuss it with? That's odd. And so he didn't discuss it, I guess.
Bitch,
with
I ain't got to
anybody.
talk to you hoes.
Yeah, right?
Well, I don't think he discussed it with the team, the people who you're supposed to like,
Okay.
the COVID people
Yeah,
team.
I mean, you
I don't really
just
know.
do that by yourself. I
Yeah.
mean, there's a group of people
And
that
so
you speak to.
he made this decision on his own supposedly, and then I guess a doctor that he claimed that he spoke to that said it was fine. He came out and said that that wasn't true. They never talked, and so he was like, I feel like now. They're just we're so much more disrespectful. Like the way they would disrespect Trump. Like, when have you ever seen a president be so disrespected in the
Never.
past?
Not like that.
Never.
Right? And so they were doing Governor
Especially that
Abbott.
Jim Acosta guy.
I mean,
Did you ever watch the conferences that he would have?
No, I
the
didn't see
press
that one.
conferences that he would have? Like,
Yeah.
what were they called? Well, I mean, when he would address the media, and I think he would do it daily, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, it wasn't the press briefing, right?
Or maybe it was maybe it was
Okay.
a press briefing. I mean, I've never seen people just. I mean, literally,
And I've yet to see the president speak on anything.
Girl, he's
and
not
it's
in
almost
anyone's-
how many days is he in office now? What
60,
number?
I think.
60 and some change. Maybe.
I mean, and then I feel a certain way about this immigration thing. Here's the thing. The most fucked up part about it is that you got these people waiting out there. Some of these people got families, got little kids with them, hoping they're going to travel into the United States. And why are you doing that? And who the fuck passed out buying T-shirts to them?
It was an LGBTQ.
I know, but
organization.
why did you give that to them?
Helps the narrative,
They're
I
just
guess.
giving people false hope. Boo.
Why though? You see what I'm saying? Why?
They're using people who are actually, trying to escape these fucked up ass countries. They're using them as props, man. They're using them as.
They're trying to solidify that vote too for the future, the brown vote. Like, we can't shy away from that. The way they did it with the black vote, they're trying to really make sure that all brown people in the future, like, who helped you out the most? Who welcomed you? Who said open arms? Who said come and hope's here?
I know, but you're gonna put them. You're gonna let them come over, and you're gonna put them in a facility, a holding cell. How is
they're
that?
holding cells now.
Whatever.
Overflow facilities.
Overflow facilities.
Oh,
Well, they're going to open up a convention center in Dallas to house some more.
Who's paying for
But
that?
and this is what I said.
Who's paying for that, Joe?
And I said this on RPT.
we were paying for it when Obama and Joe created those.
But wait,
facilities.
no, Trump created them, according to
no.
everybody. That's who they want to
They've
blame.
been here.
I know.
They've
I
been
know
here.
that it's enter sarcasm here.
I'm being facetious.
It's just like, yeah.
I'm being facetious.
Look, we can't help our homeless and our veterans, but we're helping other people from other countries first.
And we have so many homeless.
And so many veterans.
God, and see this the immigration thing. It's a mixed bag, because we have to remember that what the United States likes to do is go to other countries. They want resources. They don't get the resources, so they arm guerrillas or whatever you can call them to overthrow that government, right? They overthrow the government for the United States. Then the United States is able to go in and get their resources. But since they've armed these rebels to overthrow the government, now those countries are being run by cartels. They're being run by all these illegal terrorist groups or hate groups, if you will, killing people. Just basically running shit, causing havoc, and these people are escaping to come here.
Mm-hmm.
So how do we go over there and we cause all this crisis, and then we tell them no when they try to come and they try to escape after we're the ones that created that shit fuckhole?
But finally, when Trump was in,
We can't act like we're innocent in this.
and Trump was trying to fix that, right? Where he was doing the whole peace in the Middle East. And then
And I remember when he said straight up, he says, "I'm there because I want the fucking oil."
Being
And that's the
transparent.
thing. It's like we try to act like we're there because we're fighting for freedom, and they're trying to do this. Just no. We want something. We're never there unless there's something that we want.
And I always tell Pete this. I'm like, I'm just
And he was so
waiting.
straight up. He said, "I'm here because I want what the fuck they got."
And why are you mad? Because he was honest.
I'm not mad.
No,
That's
I'm
what
saying, why is the people mad? Because you see what I'm saying?
Boo, because we like to be assholes, but we like to pretend like we're not. There's a way to be a politician, you have to act like
And I think that's why they didn't like him, was because he was not a, what do
He
you
wasn't
call
playing
it?
ball. Yeah, it wasn't a politician, a career
A
politician.
career politician. There,
Yeah.
he wasn't. And here's the thing.
Trump
he
was
knows a
being
lot.
Trump. He did what he wanted, and it really did make. It wasn't only Democrats that were trying to get rid of him.
Oh, no.
Republicans
His own
too.
people, for sure.
There was
His own
Republicans,
fucking
too.
party turned on him bad. They did him
Because-
dirty. Ooh, dirty.
Because he's unpredictable, and that is a problem. That is a problem when you're unpredictable. I mean, he really did get rid of lobbying. There was no lobbyist. He didn't want people telling him what the fuck to do.
Yeah.
Now I would hope that he would have gotten rid of lobbyists for good things to benefit people, but it wasn't for that. It was just that Trump is Trump, and he doesn't like people to tell him what the fuck to do. But for me, there are benefits to that.
Well, and I mean, like I said, he did some shit that was fucked up, but I think he did more good than he did bad. Honestly, my
Yeah.
opinion, and that was was probably the reason why I voted for him. And like I said before, I never really paid attention to what any of these things meant, like peace in the Middle East. You know, you just heard it in a song or you heard it in a rap, you know, but I never really.
What song was that?
Yeah, what
Girl,
kind of
I'm about to
woke-
jam that in
You
the
know what I'm
car.
saying?
woke
It was
rappers.
like, we want peace in the Middle East. You know, you've never, come on, I know you've heard that. Like,
Yeah, I've
or
heard
even
it.
like the saying, peace in the Middle East. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like,
I think Clueless.
Something,
They said,
yeah.
That was
So
a
there,
Clueless.
there you
Peace in the
go.
Middle East.
See what I'm saying? So it was like such a like thing, a thing that you
I
said.
mean, why are we still there?
Why? I don't
Why?
know.
Why?
I mean, you can't pull everybody out at this point, right? You're too far in.
So fucking.
He actually has until
20-something
May.
years.
He has until May to decide if he's going to pull all the troops out of the
Who?
Middle East. Biden does. So
And what do you
too
think he's
much.
going to do, Rob?
put more in.
Yeah, because the war industrial complex, honey. There's so many
what
billions
makes me
to be
so,
made.
That's what makes me so mad. When we talked about last time, Rob, was it makes me so mad that I didn't understand how any of this works, and you know, I didn't understand how this works in the military. I still don't 100% understand it, to be frankly honest with you. And that's why it makes me upset when people get so mad on the internet and argue over politics. I always wonder to myself, 100%, I always wondered, like, do you honestly
Yeah.
understand
How much
it?
do you really know?
Do you really understand it? Or are you just like, this is what I stand for and that's all there is to it? Because like I said, I still learn every day. Every day I am learning, I'm understanding. I'll even ask you, like, Rob, why does it, like, I'll ask you, do you know what? No, I don't know. You'll look
Just
it up.
curiosity, yeah.
Well,
Curiosity,
it's simple.
or I'll ask-
Politics is based on money. You
Yeah.
got one team fighting for their corporations and the other team fighting for their corporations, and they feed the
But
base
it's
a little
funny how
bit with these
people
cultural issues. But
argue with
Oh,
each
yeah.
other.
Oh, yeah.
But listen, I get it. Like, I get where you stand for and what you believe in and so forth. But here's the thing. Think about the long run. You know what I'm saying? How does this affect us in the long run? That's what I'm saying. Like, for example, this whole thing about these caravans coming over, right? And I think Abbott went on and did a live press. I don't know if you saw that, where he spoke about it.
I
He
saw
just-
little bits and pieces of it yesterday.
and it just,
How Texans are in danger.
yeah.
blah,
And
blah,
I didn't even think about danger part, right? I just thought to myself, like, why is this happening?
Well, they've already caught people coming from ports of entry that were on like a watch list, like FBI watch list and national watch list.
Oh, really? I
Yeah.
didn't know that. Oh, wow.
Because they're like they're coming in through here, but then the smugglers and the people that are on watch list are coming in through here, and they're just kind of like not paying attention to everything because they can. There's so many people coming in at once.
And we got a lot of terrorists people on terrorist watch lists that are coming in from the Canadian border. I mean, why don't we ever pay attention to the Canadian border? That motherfucker's dangerous too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
Well, I
you
think
know,
all borders should be watched. You know what I'm saying?
but the
we
thing
don't.
too about us and we're so worried about the cartel. The U.S. government has allowed cartel activity for decades.
Mm-hmm.
We have provided guns. El Chapo he worked with our government. He was allowed to do what he did. And so stop making it seem like we're these motherfucking holy rollers. We've been rolling in the dirt with these motherfuckers for a long time. So now, and that's why I say the United States is going to write a check that they can't cash. And I'm talking about shit like this. We play in the mud with these fucking people. Now we want to act like it's an issue. Bitch, it's been a problem.
But that's what
y'all
I'm saying.
been playing
what y'all
these
don't
games.
understand is that Trump was trying to help that situation to where, like, because again, bitch, you're not going to tell me what we're going to do because that's his mentality.
Mm-hmm.
And this is another thing. I think Trump ran ran the country like a business because he's a businessman.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? And so I don't think he viewed things politically, if that makes sense.
He has no political.
I don't think he understood it
He
politically.
has no political affiliations.
No.
He,
Yeah.
he just.
I think
he
he
had to
viewed
run
it-
as something, and he chose to be a Republican.
And that's crazy.
Good
'cause-
move, though.
Yeah, and crazy thing is because he's always voted Democrat, and he's always given money to the Democrat Party before.
He's an entertainer.
And
Exactly.
he even said, he said a long time ago, I would run as a Republican because they're dumb. He said that out of his own mouth. So, and that's exactly what the fuck he did. And let's not forget, Hillary Clinton convinced him to run because she thought that he would be easy to beat.
That backfired.
Oops.
Oops.
Oopsie.
Did y'all see the Tucker clip with him? He was interviewing the president of El Salvador.
I just
No.
saw that. What was that about? It pulled up on my
It's
YouTube.
good. You should check it out. It's like 5 or 6
Really?
minutes.
I'm not going to lie. I like Tucker.
I do too.
I like
I
Tucker.
fucking love Tucker.
I like a
And
lot
I
of
started
them.
to like Tucker when he started putting Jimmy on his show.
Door.
Jimmy Dore.
Oh yeah. Love Jimmy
Yep.
Dore.
Yep.
But I know a lot of people were mad at him because.
I mean, yeah.
But there were facts that he was saying.
What
They
is it,
weren't
like,
really.
like Powell, like what was her name? The fucking lawyer. That started it all. Trump's
the
Kraken,
girl.
yeah, releasing the Kraken. It was a bunch of people that he was really questioning hard, and people were like, "Are you really on our side, Tucker?" But anyway,
but it's okay to question your own side. That's
Yeah.
the thing. That's what I don't understand why people were mad at about
not
him.
enough people do that. I'm telling you, man. We're going to write a check we can't cash. And I'm telling you, we're allowing these politicians to get away with murder just because they have the same political affiliation.
yeah, but in the meantime,
we have to start holding these motherfuckers accountable.
well, it's not even going to get to that because a culture war is going to end everything first. The snake's going to eat its own tail. Like right now, we're worried about gay Captain America and gay Star-Lord.
Thank you.
Versus anything else.
Rob,
like,
thank you. And that's what I just get so frustrated with. It's like, I'm so tired of people arguing about politics. Like at the end of the day, it all comes down to money.
Yeah.
When are y'all going to realize that?
like Stop Asian Hate is trending right now. You know,
Totally.
that's what we've got, you know, going on right
And
now.
of course, nobody wants nobody to be
No,
killed.
nobody
of course
wants anybody
not.
to be
But
killed.
it's like there's a lot of issues happening right now, bro.
Dude, Chingo phrased
It's like once one thing is over that people are fucking pissed off about and arguing about, a whole new thing starts and a whole new hashtag and a whole new...
now it's like post your yellow
Dude,
squares,
come
you know?
on.
It's real bizarre.
What?
Post your yellow squares, kind
For
of like,
what?
What is
for
that,
Asian people.
Asians?
Yeah.
Well,
like,
that's an insult.
is it? I don't know.
Because
well,
that's how they
yellow
were.
skin. What the fuck, man?
That's how they would insult them before.
Yeah,
Yes,
dude,
yellow.
that's culture war here, you know? And they're blaming it on Trump. And all the clips going around is because he called it the China flu.
But it is. But it
That's
did
where it
come
came-
from
yeah.
there. That they called it the Spanish flu when it was the Spanish flu.
Right.
Do you see
This is what I can't do.
That's. Do
Calm
you
down in there.
Do you see? Do you
You little
see,
militant
Do you
motherfucker.
see
You're
what
coming,
I
girl.
mean? That's why I
My
get
little
she's
militant
coming.
girl.
Little militant-
That's what I mean.
Shit.
Like that's why whenever like I look at shit, I'm just like. I be wanting to get on Instagram and do some live
Isaiah's
shit.
in there like, I know, man. We need to get on live and be like, fuck all you bitches.
I'm like, I sometimes want to be like,
Don't do
you see,
that.
this is the kind of shit that we need to be talking about. Not Dr. Seuss making one character look more Asian than the other, or what was it, the lips on another character in one
well,
of the.
man, shout out Bill Maher actually had that whole segment.
Oh, my
where-
God.
with China
Yes.
and America.
Yes,
like, we're,
I'm
like
so glad
Americans are silly people. Like you know who doesn't care about a Chinaman with chopsticks? The Chinese. The Chinese are worried about making their men strong, making their blah blah blah. Good
and
points.
look, America, man, we've again, look at us just rolling around in the fucking dirt with these motherfuckers. We have given China so much power. Why? Because we want to be at the dollar store and the Dollar Tree buying everything for $1. So we're willing to give them that buying power or that power because we want to buy everything at a super fraction of a fucking price. We give them that power.
It's funny because the other day I wore a bracelet and I told
And
Pete,
it
I
said
said,
made in China on it.
No. It said made in the USA. And so I told Pete, I said, listen, I said,
Even though I like the Dollar Tree, I
Yeah.
ain't gonna lie.
shout out to,
Shout out to Dollar Tree and Five Below.
right, there you go.
I love
Five
y'all.
below.
What is it? General Dollar?
Dollar
Dollar General.
Or whatever. What do you call it? So the Hive, right? The place that I tell you guys where Dulce has, which is cool. Her store is like, has different women vendors in there. And so anyway, I think it's Ginger. I think that's her name. Ugh, I don't know.
Ginger?
Ginger. I think that's her
Okay.
name. I don't know. Her store's called Gypsy something. I saw these bracelets and they were so pretty. And I was like, ooh, they're not even a name brand though. Why are they $60? Right? Luego, they're not a name brand, right?
Inmediatamente.
Like, ooh, why would I pay $60?
This ain't Kendra Scott.
I know, right? That's exactly kind of how I felt. Like it was like, this is not a name brand bracelet. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, I don't see nothing on here. And so I was like, but then the tag said made in America, right? And then she has a little thing in the back that talks about
that's badass,
I like
man.
that.
how it's
Yeah.
made in America,
Yep.
and we don't support things that are made in. And I was like, that was it.
Shout out to Joe Biden for NAFTA.
God, what a
Because that,
curveball.
that fucked up our.
I was like, what?
but that fucked us up.
Yeah.
That was the beginning of the end. Nothing's American made anymore. We send everything overseas. You fucked a whole town and a whole cities all over the country in making money, being able to live middle class lives, and now people are fucking struggling.
Well, the automakers, right? Trump ran a lot on bringing
Yes.
building back here. So yesterday, Ford was in the news. You see that?
No.
Because they're kind of reneging on a 2019 promise to stay in Ohio, and they're going to move the production of next generation models back to Mexico.
Damn, man, I'm disappointed.
Man, really?
Because Ford
they
used
said-
to
well-
be the standard.
Yeah, and they said when we promised this, the political climate in 2019 is not what it is now. And that's all they said. So they're still going through a lot of battles because they legally kind of said we're going to keep it here contract-wise. But now it's like, hey, this ain't 2019 anymore.
And then when they send it to Mexico, what are they paying those people?
Nothing.
They don't pay them shit, man.
Pennies because
So look,
They still make a solid
look
car.
at the crisis on the border.
And they still make a solid car.
Yes, but look at the crisis on the border and look at those people who can't even fucking survive over there and try to come over here. The United States plays the game too. So don't be surprised when they're banging on the fucking door.
yeah.
Because you're shipping our jobs over there and they don't even make shit.
Oh, to get back to the watch that Tucker in the El Salvador prison. It was a good little clip on immigration.
And that's a country that is always, man. They're, my friends fled from El Salvador. They came here as
refugees.
Thank you. I was like, what the fuck is it? And
Or looking for asylum.
And they had asylum. That's what they had. They had they got asylum. That's how he was here. But at that time, it was when it was really bad. And that was like more like the late 80s. Not that it's not bad still, but that's around the time that they came, he said. And he said they were in a detention center, like in a, like almost like a George R. Brown place. They kept them there for a while.
Yeah.
And when he told me the stories, I was like, what? I was like, because, okay, this is what I mean by how dumb I was before.
You weren't dumb, boo, just ill-informed.
Uninformed, yeah. You don't know what you don't know.
You ain't dumb.
But I didn't know that was happening like that. You see what I'm saying? Like, I didn't know you could even, I was like, asylum. I was like, well, how come Mexico doesn't get that, right? Luego, like, well, how come Mexico doesn't get that, you know? And it's like, well, we got to go through Mexico. And I was like, well, why do you have to go to, and it was like more of a like very, don't come through Mexico mentality.
Yeah.
That's kind of what I had, type thing. Oh, my eyelash just
an
fell.
eyelash just came out,
damn.
honey. Oof.
That's
You're
how you
so
know
stressed.
I'm drinking.
Oh my goodness, it's the tamale fest coming next week. That's
Damn.
my goodness.
Half of those umbrellas fell off.
Oh, my God.
Shout out to a previous episode.
Oh my god, Rob, you are the best.
Oh, my God.
What was there was a quote from the last episode that I was like, Rob is a fucking killer. Oh, he says, rest in peace to that devil. I had to rewind it like 3 times. He said, rest in peace to that devil. I was
Oh my
like, that's
God.
right, he is a devil. Rest in peace, though. Golly, Jesus.
But anyway, I didn't understand how any of that
Yes.
worked. And it was like, so then I went back home and I told my mom, I said, did you know that? She goes, ay, Marisol. Like,
can see your mom
like,
say
you know what I'm
that.
saying? Like, how dumb can you be? And I'm like, yo no sabía esto. She goes, blah, blah, blah. And, I've always told you guys how my mom feels a certain way about immigration because she feels that they did it the right way versus,
Sure.
whatever. And I get it, whatever. But, at the end of the day, my grandfather kind of didn't. You know what I'm saying? I mean, he came here differently. You and Dad got to do it the right way because Grandpa came here. You know what I'm saying? My grandfather came here using. I think, did I tell y'all this? That my grandmother and her siblings were born in the U.S. Because they were like farmers, right? And so then her mom had her on this side and had no idea that she was supposed to
shit.
register her over here, went back to Mexico and registered her in Mexico.
Oh.
So all her siblings, are technically they're all from here, but only 2 brothers. The dad was the one, because they're boys, they needed them to work, registered them here. It's like, no, ellos aquí porque para que trabajen. So they've always been U.S. citizens, right? So when one of that brother passed, my grandfather came to the U.S. using my grandmother's deceased brother's info. And so that's how he came here, got a job, was able to get stuff going so that then he could bring everybody else over. So that's what I tell my mom, like, at the end of the day, Grandpa still kind of didn't come.
People don't want to leave their countries, man. If there
Right
was
there,
a
that-
better
that phrase,
if there was a
dude.
better economic situation,
Yep.
and stop it, because
Yep.
we always go to those countries and we fuck it all up for them, and then we're pissed off when they try to cross our border. Shut the fuck up.
So the El Salvador president, the entire conversation was about
God
how
damn.
he goes like, people don't want to leave their countries. The
You
only
don't
reasons
wanna
they
leave.
leave is because there's no economic opportunity and crime. So in the last year and a half that he's been, I don't know El Salvador politics, right? But the president said since he's been in it a year and a half, crime's down 75%, the economy's starting to boom, and people aren't leaving. And now, instead of caravans of Salvadorians coming to the United States through Mexico, it's Hondurans. It's other parts of South America.
Yes, because the joke that Pete has about when we went to Monterrey?
Something about they don't like them, right?
Well, yeah, Mexicans don't like I don't know if the reason why, I guess from back in the day, that the Salvadorians and the Central Americans or whatever, because they go through Mexico, whatever. But Pete's friend, who's a comedian out there, his dad was explaining to them. He's like, the thing is that they come here because they can't leave here yet, right? Because there's not they're waiting for somebody to tell them, hey, the coyote's ready for you to come or whatever. He's like, and meanwhile, he's like, we're paying for this, and the economy here is already shitty as it is, and they're using the money for that. So he was explaining this whole politics thing about how, like, you know, he's like a what you would call a, I guess, like he's educated, he went to college and stuff. So he did the same for his kids, even though he calls Pete jokes about how his dad calls his job a hobby, but this man really calls his son's job a hobby. He's like, he's got a degree. He's not going to become a comedian. You know what I'm saying? He's going to use this shit. He's like, we don't live in a country where that opportunity of like you being a celebrity is so much easier. He's like, that's the reason why myself and my ex-wife busted our asses so that my kids don't suffer from this shit. But he made sure, you know what I'm saying? It's like he made sure that his kids did abroad education so that they could see the way other countries work as well. And it's funny because the son says, I like America. It's like, it's cool over there. He's like,
but it's not.
But it's not where I want to live. He's like, and
a lot of people, when they come, right, and they come illegally, their goal is to go back. Their goal is to go back. Like, it's not.
That's why I'm retiring, y'all. I'm not lying.
telling you, man,
I'm not going to be here when I'm retired. I do not want to be in the U.S.
It's different there, and I think that if people had more,
traitor,
right, if people had more opportunities,
I
don't think that they would come, dude.
I want to be as stress-free as possible when I'm retired. Yeah. Like, I don't want to be worried about who's fighting who. I'm just going to sit in a little island in Mexico by my beach house and just get old and coffee shop. And that's all I'm going to do. I'm not worried about who's running for president anymore. That sucks for y'all. I don't give a shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm just not. Because this is
it's just turned into a fucking shit show.
No, this is a circus. This is like Cirque du Soleil has better shit on their on their fucking program right now than what's happening in America. It is a joke. People are laughing at us from other countries. They are laughing at us like, really? Y'all are concerned about this? You know what's crazier is how at one point we looked down on men being manly, right?
Why?
We still do.
Marissa, where have you been?
Yeah.
That's some bullshit.
You're not supposed to push your boys to be manly. Come on, Marissa, where have you been?
I'm so tired of this.
All hail the matriarchy.
They're super manly, and I can't do anything about it. They're constantly digging in their asses and digging on their wieners and smelling their fingers. So they are as manly as they come.
Couple Al Bundys in your house.
Yeah.
For real. Jesus.
But they want that to get taken away, this whole manly thing. And then I think it's the Chinese now, right? They're really pushing for you to be manly.
Because they're seeing a lot of effeminate men in China, and they don't like that.
And isn't that crazy?
You know what was funny? The other day I was driving on the freeway, and there's this HIV billboard. And the HIV billboard...
Take a pill.
But it's brown dudes. Why the fuck y'all put brown dudes like some fucking feminine ass bitches on the fucking billboard, bitch? Why are you trying to tell my people to feminine the fuck up? See, that's a problem.
It was an AIDS poster?
It was an HIV.
Have you not seen the HIV
and they're like,
posters
it's three
everywhere?
of them, and they're like, it's three of them, and they're like this.
Oh my God! Please don't pretend you're eating the microphone like that.
Like, they're just like all girly, like just. And I'm like, no, that's not a real portrayal of my motherfucking people.
But
Fuck
listen,
y'all.
not just that. It's like not just gay people have HIV. You know,
straight people do too.
Exactly. So for me, if you've noticed, it's always gay people
programming?
on the billboards
everywhere.
for HIV. Here recently, do you know that it's in April or March? I don't know. Each said right on there, it's National HIV/AIDS Day education for children.
What?
Boo, they're born with it, boo.
For children.
They're born with it because their mama had it.
I know that, but I'm saying we're educating children now at such a young age about this disease.
But do you see how this man-made disease has become normal?
Or not disease, virus, sorry.
Virus, how it's become normal.
Well, yes, we talk about this. That's the thing. It's like you don't need to teach your child to be feminine, masculine. Your kid naturally you're gonna know, guys, you know if your son is
Got some sugar in his tank.
Exactly. Or if you see your little girl kind of doing something, it's like I said it last time. Penny will come to my room and say, "Where's my makeup? I want to put on makeup." Okay? I've never told her put on makeup, right? She'll tell me, yesterday I put on a St. Patrick's Day dress for her. It was not foo-foo enough for her. She didn't want to take the picture I took on her. She said,
"What is this garbage?"
She wanted the princess big foo-foo dress that she has, right? It's her Cinderella.
Dress.
Yes. No,
Take her to the quinceañera store and get her 3 dresses, please.
She wanted the Cinderella one. And I said, okay. Because she said the Frozen one was too long. I was like, okay, fine. Do you see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I think kids naturally do that. I've never pushed a doll on Penny. I've never had to do anything to her. She by herself. What I've pushed on her is paints, crayons.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Things like that. I've never told her pink is for girls. She picks pink and she picks yellow. Pink and yellow are her colors. You know what I'm saying? I've never told her, why don't you like blue? Or you know what I'm saying? You should like blue. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Dude, Brooklyn's 6 and just started asking for Barbies.
I know. I saw that on.
Yeah, Don bought a shit ton of Barbies. All of a sudden, like, yeah, sure, you want Barbies? Yeah,
Here you go.
yeah. I'm glad that's what you like.
And if she wanted to play with trucks, then fuck it.
No, which she does. Yeah.
Because she has a brother. That's what I mean. Sometimes it's like now. Let's say when you find out what you're having. Let's just say it's a girl, right? She has
That's gonna be a manly bitch.
She's in the house older brothers. Exactly. She has 2 older brothers.
She's gonna be the future of MMA's division, women's MMA.
She's tough. She's probably gonna be like her and her brother's gonna be fighting her unless they end up. I had a girlfriend whose older brothers. She was the princess.
Oh, of course, girl.
So they treated her like don't fuck
like
with her. She was the queen, and she loves her brothers, right? But then her brothers love her too. You know what I'm saying? So it was like, but it was the cutest thing how they treated her. It was like, bitch, don't even breathe on my sister, because they just treated her like royalty. Yeah, it was the most beautiful thing I've ever seen ever. You know what I'm saying? My dad was like that with his sisters. Oh my God, it was like. But my aunts hated it to where like they'd be like, I can't wait till you have your own daughters. Do that to your own daughters. Like it was too much. My dad was like over the top protective and no boyfriends and exactly what he did to them, he did to us. You know what I'm saying? So it was no difference. But
let's find another word. Fuck royalty. Fuck the royals. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, fuck them.
Why are you worried about them?
Everybody was saying like, why are we still? Why is
Who
that?
cares? I didn't even watch it. Did you watch it?
I didn't watch it, but I wanted to watch it because I wanted to see what. My favorite one is those memes that were out there where they're like, where a bird shit
on her.
Did a bird shit on her?
I have no idea what the meme was. The gif for it was all.
It's just like
Oprah or what the fuck's your name? Oprah.
Oprah's like, it's just like. And they pan back to bro. I saw it. I had to watch it several times because I couldn't stop laughing.
The
it was
internet is
insane.
undefeated.
It is.
Always,
it is.
Always undefeated.
It is. All right, guys. I know we got to get going. So anyway,
that's why I was like, we need to do this shit early.
Yeah, exactly. She said 11 because
and we didn't even get here in time. You know what? We tried though.
I was doing merch, and then I told Joseph, do you really think you'll be back by 11? He's like, yeah, it'll be enough time, because we ran out of bags to ship out orders. I said, all right. I was like, okay, if you think you'll be back by 11, that's cool. You know what I'm saying? And then she's like, I'm running 10 minutes late. I was like, all right, that's fine. Joseph's still not. It's still not here.
Yeah.
She's already by the house. I'm like, okay, well, Joseph's still not here. I'm waiting for Joseph to get back. I was like, I'm almost there. You know what I'm saying? And it was funny because I legit had it to the T, like I need to be gone by this time. I need to be done for this at this time. You know what I'm saying? So it was hilarious because it was like, I needs to go. Marissa's like, all right, well, I'll take him to the park until you get to your house. I'm like, I'm sorry. And then you guys were rushed too because I told them, I said, we're going to be here at 11 and we're going from 11 to 1.
Oh my God. And then I opened the door all rude and shit. I was like,
hey, what's up, guys?
Say, what's up, bitch? Oh my goodness.
That would have been funny.
Anyways, guys, Thank you so much for listening. Next week we'll have Brianda.
Yeah.
Brianda will be on here. The ex Miss Houston Latina.
Yep.
And she's got supplements now. And I think she's is she being sponsored by this new tequila, or is
Yeah, I
she
saw that. She
part of
went
the
down there.
tequila,
She went down there to
something?
Mexico. Yeah.
So it's pretty cool. She's doing
And she's
amazing
also pretty
things.
conservative.
And she's
Yeah.
she's pretty conservative too. Which she wasn't, and it was kind of a thing for. We talked about that when I was on her podcast, so it'll be cool to see that also, because I saw someone post something like a meme that said something like, "I'm so glad women are no longer being housewives and they're doing more with their lives," and blah 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 blah. And the person who posted it put on there, said, "I have no problem being a housewife. I worked for 20 years. I like being at home." She's like, shit. She goes, I let my man go every morning to work.
Amen.
Peace
I got
Shout
your
out to the
toast and your coffee.
patriarchy.
She's like, peace out. She's
Shout out
like,
to the patriarchy.
she goes, I have zero desires. She's like to go to work. She's so good for you. And it was so funny because it is that
Oh, my
we've
God.
made housewives just kind of seem like
How do we make everything political up in this bitch?
I don't know, but you
Like
need to make
how?
shirts. Make matriarchy and patriarchy shirts. Kind of like patron and patron.
Yeah.
That'd be
Oh my
funny.
God.
because I wanted to bring that up when Brianna's on, because I know how she feels about feminism. You
Yeah.
know, that's what we talked about when I was on hers.
Is she a feminazi too?
No,
Yeah, she's
kind of.
a-
Is she? I don't know.
she has her she's like, I don't need a man, but I want a man, and
Yeah.
I want for my
ain't
man
no wrong
to
with that.
yeah.
They're useful. I mean, they can do like probably about 4. Nah, they're good for about 6 things.
That might be being generous, but yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
Might be
shit.
generous.
Yeah, it might be being generous. I mean, but they're useful.
Yeah, so I'm excited to have her on, and talk a little bit about what she's up to, and another female that's doing great, and has her own shit, and she's
Yeah, what's up with this tequila company? We did Chingo Bling
tequila.
Ranch water.
Yeah, I know.
Is what we need.
And so we'll see what she's up to. So we'll have that next week, guys. And again, don't forget to subscribe. A lot of you guys who've asked me for Spotify. So Brad finally told me how to get that link, because I don't do Spotify, and I know that's really
It's on
sad.
Spotify, yeah.
And it's on Spotify also. So if you're a Spotify, if you don't know how to listen, I've now added a highlight on there so that you can swipe
Oh
up.
my God.
Makes it super easy.
I know, and now you can't
Nice.
say I can't listen to it
Yeah.
because you're only on Apple. No, it's on Spotify also, so you
So-
can just swipe up now. I put a little highlight on there for you guys so that you guys can go to that, and I've also put a little swipe up for the YouTube channel. Should you be somebody who would like to watch it, and you're at home, and
If you want to see my face.
hey, someone said
What? What's wrong with
they
Marissa?
were
Why is her
about
hair
to.
always
No,
fucked
no,
up?
no. They said they're like, oh shit, this is a long one. I think it was like a 2-hour. This is before we started making them this long.
Yeah.
And she goes, this was a long one. She goes, but I'm cleaning my house. She goes, it's going to be good. It's on. So it's funny because she said she was playing it on her TV. And then she goes, shit, I didn't know Marissa cussed that much. I had to turn it down. It
Oh
was
my God,
hilarious.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry, guys.
It was hilarious. She's like,
If you got
like-
kids, it'll build character. Trust me.
and she goes, how did y'all become friends?
But you cuss too?
I cuss.
Yes,
Oh
she
yeah,
does.
I do.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
I cuss. a
We
lot.
all do.
Yeah.
Just 3 gals gabbing.
Yeah, exactly. I just don't 3 gals as Rob includes
3
himself.
gals
You hear that?
gabbing over here.
All right, guys. Thank you guys so much for listening. We really hope you enjoy the podcast. Don't forget to rate us, subscribe, and leave us a comment on the YouTube channel. We'd love to hear what you guys are up to, and then let us know what you'd like to see here on here, because this podcast is technically for you guys. So thank you guys so much for listening. We'll see y'all next time.